Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there, YouTube land. Moz coming to you with another episode of Toy Photography Talk. And today we got a huge panel. Huge, I say. Look at that. Lou, what are you exploding? Stop exploding. Oh, man. All right, well, let's get the panel in here since Lou wants to explode anyway. And everybody's here except for Trevor now. I don't know where he's at. But,
maybe he's restarting Chrome, maybe.
Yeah, he's restarting.
Okay.
There he is. Yep.
Let's welcome Greg, a.k.a. Toranerd, and Coronafour. I always want to say like something different. Nate.
What's up? Yes, welcome.
I keep wanting to say like Coronafour. I don't know why. Oh, man.
That reminds me.
Oh, you gonna get it?
Huh?
Are you getting Nate and Greg pull up?
Oh, actually, yeah. Hold on. Well, actually, I need I forgot.
I got our thing pulled up, but not Greg and
yeah, I'll get him up right now. Hold on. Let me I need to send something real quick. Hold on.
Oh.
In the meantime, what's popping, people? How you doing today? Technical difficulties. Put a smile on your face. Grab yourself a drink. I promoted. Yes, juice. VA splash. It was all good.
Juice with a VA splash. What kind of juice? Oh, you mean OJ?
Yeah.
All right.
Natural OJ.
You're too slow, Pablo. I got Greg pulled up now.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I got Nate pulled. All right, whatever.
Well, you can do Nate, and I'll do Greg.
No. That's fine. That's fine. I was just trying to help
awesome.
out. So,
Greg, this is awesome, dude. No.
Fight!
Love it.
This is a professional show.
amazing stuff, man.
Greg, man, this one's been around the internet. Everybody's loving this one.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, man. Tell us about your One-Eye Willie, aka.
Go to the wider one. I like the wider one. The wider shots.
Wait,
that's a nice shot. I like the crop.
wider?
The wider one.
The white shot.
Right there.
Right there. Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shows the
for
closures.
for the Toy Pack community, they cropped it. Not sure why, but they did.
I know. I called them out on that one. On the
Why
show.
is that? I see you're here. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. It just happened to be one of those things where, like, those magical moments where you set it all up, you take the shot, and I have a crappy old camera, so I have to take it to my computer. Popped up on the screen, I'm like, oh shit, that kind of worked. So
I love that stuff.
So,
I love when that happens.
But this is all so much more than a photo, Greg, man. You did so much,
Yeah.
building this,
Well,
the
thank you.
set, the custom,
Behind this, yeah.
everything, man.
Yeah, it didn't just
Yeah.
exactly fall together.
Right.
No, the prep doing the background stuff for it was a little bit of work, but that was kind of like a process too, like where I'm like, okay, what's the least possible work that I can do for this? So that kind of determined the shot, like to make sure that it looked much larger than it actually was.
Right.
But yeah, this one, this has kind of been like when you go to the club, you try to get in so many times and the bouncer keeps turning you away, and you show up with like your friend's hot sister and you get in the front door. That's kind of what this one's been for me a little bit. So I can't really it feels like I can't take credit for it, just like can't get credit for the hot sister. But yeah, it just kind of
all you, man.
came together.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was there anyone in particular besides that one that you'd like to talk about? What we got here?
I don't think so. I mean, like, as you can probably tell, I want to say I'm eclectic, but I think I'm more kind of scatterbrained. So I kind of jump around from one thing to one thing. Like the only thing that drives,
I really like the environment.
the only thing that drives all my pictures are like
down.
Grew up on comics, grew up on
No, next one down.
movies, like we all did. But it's like you feel like you really gotta tell the story. Like it's almost like the whole Stan Lee principle, where he had it where you just pick up a comic, you don't need to read the one before, you can dive right in and enjoy it for what it is. That's kind of like my philosophy with that. It's like you don't need to know the character, you don't need to know the background, you don't need, but it's like maybe I can kind of tell a story which tells like a moment or two of something that might interest you. So
Yeah.
That's the best stuff. That's what I like about these third party figures. And I mean, you know, Mythic Legions obviously we all know has like some backstory and stuff, and it's getting harder and harder to ignore it, but like you can, you know what I mean? And you can just try to tell your own story. You know, because there are people who you know now know it and will, you know, not call you out but say, oh, you should have had him with so and so, you know, like my own story. All right, you know, it's like the Star Wars people would like that Luke wouldn't have used his lightsaber that way, or like, shut up.
Right.
So way to go to have an imagination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And
like
yes,
this, I love the
mean,
way you put this robe on her and stuff like that, and made her like I love this. I love the feeling here.
Is that a
Works
Tusken
so
Raider
well.
robe?
Those Tusken Raider robes, man, I've used them like so many times.
That's a good
Genius, man.
use. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's
really
real
good.
smart.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've used it before in like there's like a Valaverse one there with a dial, like a Middle Eastern dial that I made, and she comes with the Shema, like the head wrap, and so you put the Tusken Raider on that, and she looks like, you know, undercover, you know, operative somewhere in Toranerd or something like that. So
Cool.
yeah, that's like it. It's for a Star Wars Black soft goods piece. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Great.
I also like the owlbear one. If you go down a couple.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like
not the
them.
drawing.
No, not the drawing.
Yeah, not the drawing.
But the drawing is
photo
excellent.
before.
Like, wait a minute, that's your drawing too, right? Wait a minute, go back.
Yeah.
That's your
Yeah.
drawing. So that's excellent too.
Amazing,
That's
man.
incredible.
There's many
That's
talents,
freaking
Greg.
wild,
There's a
man.
man
You got to
of
do
many
more of
great
that
talents.
stuff, man. That's I know you do a bunch of it, but that's great stuff.
Yeah, drawing, dial
Thank you.
making, custom painting, photography.
And this one I like a lot. I love the angle of this. Did you do a BTS on this anywhere? Did we see that?
I think no, I didn't, because it was for the collab. So
Oh.
no,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't have.
I would have loved to have
but
seen how
yeah.
you set this up, because I'm still trying to figure out in my brain what's up and what's down. I mean, I get what, like, perspective wise, like you're looking down on the scene, and I love that because I love top down.
Yeah.
But just the tree, you know, the trees in that perspective is interesting, and like a big figure below a smaller figure, and the way you positioned it, I really like what you did here. This is really cool.
Yeah, awesome.
This actually is like, this is like a, you know, a German tilt or whatever. But, and there's actually,
we discovered that. Yep.
there's actually a wire she's on like a 30-degree angle. So I set it like that. So when you put the tilt on, it made him look like he's coming downhill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So okay. So he's coming downhill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see
So
that
the
now.
whole,
I see that now.
yeah.
My brain was making me think that the elf was on Thalen was on it was not quite Thalen, but sort of a Thalen. On like a slightly higher plane, and then there's like a slope, and then it kind of starts going up, and it's coming out of the woods or something like that. But either way,
And
man,
like,
it looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. For him, I had to put him up. I had to put the owlbear up in order to not make it so he was too hidden behind the elf. So that's why they're it's up a little bit.
Right. Yeah, but the drawing itself, man, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's like a old muscle, man. That's just like slowly coming back around. So.
Well, Go Figure Go says they need this
I
on a
could get
t-shirt.
that muscle working again.
Just saying.
The drawing. I think he means the drawing though.
Oh, the drawing? All right. Fair enough. And I want to give a shout out to the Facebook user, just because we don't usually, but Alexander Caldron was the Facebook
nice.
user that was saying hi. Got a lot of people in here tonight. Nice crowd of people here tonight. So, all right. Any other ones we want to talk about with Greg? We want to move on to Nate.
Wow,
A
let's
lot of
go
them.
on to
I love
Nate.
that. I still love that elf one that you submitted to us, and we looked at that one coming out of the sunlight. I thought was fantastic too. But download further. And I forgot all the GI Joe stuff you do too, man. So the GI Joe stuff's great.
This one?
Great stuff. Yeah, I love that. I'm just, I'm partial to Mythic Legions, obviously. That's great. Shit.
And I love
I never saw this one. I'm seeing
that
new
Joy
things
Toy
all
mech.
the time here, Greg.
That Joy Toy mech in the woods, in the water. That one was a nice one too.
That's actually Eddie's shot from a collab.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So because he cross posts to both streams, so that one's his, and because the theme was water, so I did Cobra Eels, and he did that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He does fantastic stuff too. And he's a fellow Canadian. He's just about an hour from here, so.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So good, man.
Good stuff, man.
Thank
Got a
you.
whole bunch of people in the chat today. Zigzag Zoom.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Sonny?
Come on.
Paul Morales. And then I saw TJ here too.
What's up,
That was
Paul?
good.
What's up, Tom?
Yeah.
You're in control now.
Green,
Trevor.
I'm in
Anthony.
control?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is you got Nate pulled up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have Nate
All
pulled up. Yeah.
Neri Leon. Saf. Gabriel.
I love that, man.
I'm just trying to get through these names real quick. Emerald Knight.
Colors in this thing are just gorgeous. Man. I really like what you're doing with like backgrounds and stuff now. Now,
Yep.
what background was this? You don't have a BTS on this either, right? Was this a screen?
I haven't posted it.
Screenshot?
Well, yeah, I did. I did. I just have most of my BTS on my reels.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's up on my reels. Yeah.
I thought I saw it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
So that's. Oh no, that's a screen. Oh, see, that's great, man. You did a great. job
I
of, like,
took it
getting
from
that
you
angle.
because yours was so small.
What? What do you mean it's so small? What are you talking about?
The screen was small. It was fine.
It was showing up that his was like a lot smaller around here. So there's the real.
I can make it bigger. It just shows everything.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, that came out nice.
That
I love
is-
the
that
colors
is
in this.
Yours
pack.
looks small.
Well, that's because we're on a
Mine's
story
small.
right now. What a reel. Man. See how much
The-
bigger that was?
The idea of making that vintage probe droid into a tattoo bot is it's brilliant.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
love that.
cool.
Mm,
Yeah.
Looks creative.
great concept.
Real nice.
Thank
Real
you,
nice.
guys.
Yeah, you're the angle you used on this, man, just for that screen is like that's a tricky thing to do. I mean, I know it's not for you, but like for people, like that's a good lesson for people. You know what I mean? Like matching angles and stuff. If you're gonna use like a screen, like, and that's cool. Like, the fact that does angle in like a ceiling, and you're almost using it as if it looks like it's overhead, right? You know what I mean? And that's all just a flat background right there. So positioning. Taking the light and like bumping that from the back with like that orange glow and getting the right lights in there and stuff really makes it feel like you're in that environment, and then you don't even think about it's out of focus enough so you don't even think about the dimensions of it or where the angles are going and stuff like that. It just looks like it's overhead, which is great.
Cool. Thanks. Hey, Steph.
Good stuff.
Gave you control again because I saw you were sad.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that one right there. That
Yeah,
one to the
yours
right.
Here.
Why is your screen smaller?
To the right? No, to the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
This
one.
is great.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
looking at that
that
too.
one.
That
It's
That
so
custom
good.
skull right there is awesome.
Rich Kai's
Yeah.
special, man. I couldn't wait to shoot that.
The blue and the orange and the oranges and the reds in there just look really, really nice.
So did he
man.
use the original head scope and just removed her head and put a skull head in there?
I think
I think
so.
so.
right?
And then he added more like
that
antler
crown.
things to it and put a skelly arm on one of her arms. And
This thing came out awesome.
I saw this.
The highlight on the boot? That highlight on the boot is so nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Small
right
things
there.
like that just is
Yeah.
that's hot.
thanks.
You know.
You know what's awesome too is you've repeated like the whole structure like throughout, like the branches, the antlers, the bow, like it's all like
Mhm.
Mm.
bouncing off one
Yeah.
another, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
thematically.
Well, there's a
it's
nice
so good.
frame
It's
with
so
the
Yeah.
frame with the crown and the branches and then these rocks coming down the steps and everything. Like it really just encircles the figure. You know what I mean? It really just kind of frames the figure within here. I really like this coming out of like again like this is a nighttime sky, but you didn't stick with like just like let's light this, which I probably would have done. Light this up with like a blue moonlight. Like it's almost walking out. Like this looks like sunset. You know what I mean? Like it could be it's dusk is coming on, but there's also the flame. So you got the flame on the feet, but like there's also a little bit of sun left outside of like the woods or rocks that she's walking from, and the warm glow behind her. Yeah, this is really really awesome.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I did have the blue overhead, but then I had the white as a rim back in the rim light along.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can see it. Oh, that's true. You can see it right here and a little bit on there, but it's very subtle. It's not overdone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I really like the fact that it's a little more warm. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth to it. A lot of depth with lighting. So.
Well, there's a lot of depth with the trees. There's a lot of practical trees on the set, so I think that helped.
Yeah.
Do you have that as a BTS on your reels or no?
I should.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that custom looks amazing, bro.
I see a target tree. Just one though.
Oh, look at you!
Got
using
aluminum
the,
foil?
Cinefoil up there.
That's
it's cinefoil.
Yeah, I have to, man. Kill that reflection.
Yeah.
That's Trevor Special. I learned that from the master.
The cinefoil is good, man. But yeah, I mean, like, look, I mean that's crazy, man. You really crushed it up too, though. It actually really worked well. I mean, you've got things really spaced out. But
and then
really
you see that little Ulanzi light there with the cinefoil with the. I handheld that to get the torch glow on her.
Oh, wow. I find myself hand holding a lot quite often. It's really annoying.
Do you have one of Carver's torches?
I do, and this was just I think came with Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's the Indy one. Okay, well, I was gonna say I had some of these from like in the past. I couldn't remember what they were from.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a little more woodsy. His are more like the, it's got the metal
iron
kind of frame for it. Yep.
You know what I just caught that you did? See the figure coming up. You would think that that's an actual full length step or something, but it's just enough to fill the frame to make it look like it's whole. So that was pretty clever too. The way you
in the
BTS
right at the bottom.
BTS.
Yeah, right at the bottom.
Yeah, that step. Yeah,
right
you would. Yeah, it's
right
just a
there,
piece. It's just a small piece. Yeah, but it looks like it's edge to edge. So that's pretty clever.
We talk about that all the time. This is what you got to do, kids. You got to you just do enough to fill the frame. You know what I mean? Like once you get your setup going, just. You don't need to have a whole lot down there, just enough to make it work. Doesn't have to be a whole walkway or anything,
Yeah, that's kind of what I did with the Power Ranger shot that I did earlier this week. I did only enough to fit the frame. I'm like, man, I don't have enough time. I got to go to work. What can I do? So I just grabbed my WWE, wrestling gates and just threw them up, put some crappy Diamond Select, rubble floor on the bottom, and just angle the shot. This is where I want it to be. This is where I got to set it up. This is what I'm going for. So it really does help a lot, especially when you're for me specifically in a crunch, because time is very finite for me. But it really does help when you do take your time and actually just do that one little thing. It saves you a lot of trouble.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, see, there's that same torch.
And one thing about those Mythic Legions figures, they take this kind of light so beautifully.
Dude, they do so much heavy lifting for you. Yeah.
They really do, man.
Yeah, they get the right level of sheen to them, you know what I mean? They're not too shiny and they're not too matte.
Yeah. You take like a neck of Jason or something. Oh, go ahead.
I just gonna say, do you guys all the time, when it comes to these torch lights things, rather than light painting, I often use the LED pointers, like the laser pointers, to hit them, and then I stack the image afterwards, and kind of do you guys use that at all, or do you find that it's too bright? Because I noticed in most of your shots, you tend to sort of see an off-camera light, like you have here, where it's painting it with something else. Is that direct light? Do you find too bright?
I think it looks great here. I usually use a loom cube with a snoot on it if I'm going to do that kind of thing, and use one of these now. I mean, I try to use the Carver Customs ones now, but you can't always use those. And sometimes that light isn't as bright as you need it. Like I don't think it would have lit up. It's not going to light up Indy like this. You get a little bit of a glow, but like it's not going to give you like that. This is a blazing torch. So I use a snoot. I don't know what do you use, Nate, for this? What did you?
Yeah, if I'm using a oh my God, what's the company you just said?
Ulanzi or
Loom Cube. Thank you. Yeah, if I have a Loom Cube, I have a snoot for that. But if I'm using a Ulanzi, I do the visual approach Sean method with a toilet paper roll.
There you go.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because that looks like perfect. Like it's just.
Or sometimes
right
I just, I said, I have that Cinefoil and I just, I leave a smaller hole because that Ulanzi.
Yeah, it looks like that's what you did here.
Yeah, I think that's what I did here. I didn't use it. I didn't use
it up or covered it up and just left a little. It's basically you're snooting it to some degree.
Yeah. Kind of barn dooring in a way.
Just a little bit of light coming through there. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Sometimes I put Cinefoil over a Loom Cube and I just poke a pinhole in the Cinefoil and it just lets a little tiny light shine through, just a real small one. And that really helps too.
Cool. I'll have to try that.
Yep.
Sweet.
That's good too.
Yeah, I used the what the heck is it called? It's like duct tape, but it's the photographer's one. What's it called?
Gaffer's tape. Gaffer's tape.
Yeah. So I take a piece of gaffer's tape and then I use a hole punch and I punch a hole in the middle and then I put that over the snoot and that directs the light like directly where I need it.
That reminds me, I've been meaning to ask Trevor this forever. What do you use to connect your Cinefoil to your overhead light?
Alligator clips. So you have to like kind of fold it in you have to make like a little fold to it so that you can clip it and then bend it back down. You know what I mean? Because you can't clip it direct. I mean, it's not rocket science, but
that's okay. I'll try that because I've used
alligator clips.
A handful of different kinds of tape on that softbox thing, and then they never stay on there.
The heat,
the
heat
alligator
takes it
clips
off.
I was gonna say gaffer's tape is great, but it's not great for like putting covering up holes on your heating. Systems. No, don't do that because I did that. It doesn't work.
Oh,
it melts.
Duly noted.
Yeah, but just alligator clips. It's just a little U channel or whatever, like just so you can clip it and then fold it over the clips.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I've got some little clips to do that. Cool.
Anthony says, don't know what Cinefoil is, if that's the correct spelling, but I have used painter's tape and put a small.
You can get it on Amazon. You can get a roll. It's a special type of foil used for cinematography and photography. It's a matte black foil that literally absorbs light and it blocks light. So you can use that to flag your lights and make custom snoots or make custom barn doors. It's really great for blocking light from hitting certain areas. But you can get a roll of it on Amazon. I think it's like 30, 40 something.
Yeah, it's not that roll. And you get a ton.
Yeah, you get a lot of it. Yeah.
So
that roll, if you save the pieces afterwards, you can. I've had a roll for 4 years now. So
yeah, you can really bend it and it takes shape, but it's really matte black. That's great. So.
Yeah.
And in a pinch, you can like crunch it up and uncrunch it, and you can use that as like a rock background too. It works really well as rocks. Do a little dry brushing.
I'll send you the link later, Mirth, if you can't find it, because I have it on my Amazon cart or my app.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
You could just cut slits and cut little gobos and all kinds of things with it. It's really a great light modifier.
So Nate, I gotta talk to you later because I'm putting this thing together, man, and the light is not working. It's pissing me off.
Oh, it's not?
I gotta unscrew this whole thing and take it apart. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on.
All righty.
I love this too. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Beautiful light. Yeah.
I love the chamber in the background.
Great. It's great having you guys. Let's move in.
Oh, let's do it. To the photos. Yeah.
Let's get to the photos. Casper, who was in the chat, at least was, first one up after the double-header Trevor that we had last.
Double-header Trevor, I like that.
Oh, right.
Did you do both, Trevors? I thought you had two, but only did one. We're saving more.
I'm pretty sure we did both.
Yeah, we did both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Who wants to start?
Nate, Greg.
Read a book.
Sure, I'll jump in. I love the perspective. That's the first thing that catches my eye is just this top-down, straight overhead shot. It's really captivating. cool light. Looks like some real cool on the left side and a little brighter on the right. And the red of the hair really pulls you in. Yeah, I love the composition.
Yeah.
And we have Casper coming on the show here soon, right?
Yes, on the 6th.
Oh, nice.
6? Yes. So we will have Casper, aka
Have Justin on here.
I don't know what his name is.
Justin.
Casper.
Yeah, Justin. Mhm.
No, I meant controversial toys.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to give it. Great.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the stuff that Nate said. I also like too how it's geometric, right? So it kind of like it just makes sense when you kind of see it. Because I just find that we've talked about in this show lots before that your eye sort of seeks out those shapes, and when it identifies them, it just feels right. And as much as we were saying standalone stories are one thing, I do remember this cartoon, and I know that in the fiction, this Grimoire that she gets is like a pivotal part of it. So I think he's probably alluding to that here too. So
yeah. Uji fan. Just want to give a shout out.
I think
That's
if I
great.
said if I could find any fault with this, I would have had the head, since everything is very centered, and that line on the book is dead nut center on the picture, which I think it should be. I think I would have had the head centered in the middle of the two arms as well. I don't know if there's any reason that we need to see anything over there. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I don't know. I would have had the head, since it's not very obviously hair. Like, you're not going to mistake that for anything else. I don't think. I don't really need to see the rest of the body. I still like it. I mean, it's still. Listen, man. Justin's come a long way, man.
Justin says, I did this one specifically for Trevor because of his overhead thing. And then you just beat him down.
He loves his.
No, I didn't beat him down. I love it. It's great. I said if anything else could be, if it were me, I would have had everything centered. It's just if you're going to do a center shot, it doesn't have to be that way. But like I don't know. Like you were saying with shapes, Greg, like it just feels like you kind of settle into this nice, warm, I don't know, comfortable
yeah.
area.
Well, I would like to
It's
say
just
this,
there's things that are over here on the right that are like, I'm like pulling my eye down because I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at, but like it's fine. I just would have had that. I think I would have had it centered, but that's all. I mean, it's fantastic, man. It's really, really good.
It's kind of an interesting departure from what Casper normally does. So the obvious subject of this photo here is the book and not the figure. So that's
I love it.
Quite a bit different than what he normally does, and so it's a good departure from.
Yeah, I like the focus
Definitely.
on the subject.
Definitely, yeah.
Unique.
Got rid of the theme
His
line.
ideas and his composition ideas are like getting really, really good. He's doing some really good stuff.
Mr. Bitter.
I like how he got rid of the seam lines on the wrist of the figure and on the elbow joint, so he made it look seamless. That looks nice.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. You know what? That's
I didn't
I'm
see there was
fine
an
with that.
elbow
Like
in there,
normally, I don't love that, but like in this case, you still know it's a toy. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
but
mean? You're not taking anything away by like you're trying to hide it. You know what I mean? Like I like the idea that people look at something and go, "Oh, that's a toy," because they look at everything and then they see like a joint and go, "Oh, wait a minute." But in this case, like they might have been a little obtrusive where they were or something like that. I don't know what they look like.
You guys are funny, man. I take out joints all the time. You're always like, why are you
But you
taking
do it
out
on
my
a hot toy. The hot toy already looks damn good. Like you don't even take a joint out.
Casper takes out the joints, and you're all like, yeah.
These are
take
like
out the joints.
cartoon toys.
Yeah.
see, when Casper
No,
did it,
in this
if you look at
case,
it,
where the wrists are
it's
so
different because-
prominent, you know what I mean? It's like it just I
Yeah,
think it doesn't.
here it
and
makes
the
sense.
light
to do.
catches it perfect too.
Yeah.
The light catches it perfect. So it's like, hold up, something's different. And I'm looking at it, and I'm me being a toy head, thinking engineering of an action figure. Oh wait, the swivels are not there. The elbow joint looks like an actual elbow joint. It doesn't look like a toy. From this perspective, ooh, it looks
Those are really hard.
and that's nice. That's really, really nice. And we don't get much of these shots of the objects that come with our figures. That's a beautiful thing Mike was touching on. We get a picture of the book opened up and get to see the engravings. Granted, we can't read the damn thing, but it's beautiful. Less.
True that.
Reverend Roberto Art checking in. What's up, buddy?
What up? What up?
All right,
Good
Casper,
shot, man.
thank you
Good
so
job.
much, man. Unless somebody else got something else to say, we'll
Yeah,
move
it's
on.
cool. Very cool shot.
Thank you so much for sharing, Casper. We'll see you soon. Writer JP with the Warhammer love.
I can't, man. That's so beautiful. I love the colors.
I keep on wanting to shoot these guys some more, but Ryder is just shooting them so much. I can't. I just feel like I'm just going to pale in comparison.
Listen, I tapped out. Once I saw a couple of shots of his, and then I see the rest of his catalog, I'm like, I'm done. Y'all don't even want to buy me.
I'll just enjoy my Warhammer figures on my own and just hell with it.
I'll just
Listen,
enjoy
I
him through his photos.
Yeah.
I only got my 2 and the bike, and that's it. I'm done. I got my army of 2. I don't want no more. I'm done.
I got like 8 figures. I just never shoot.
I keep saying I want to get more, but then other figures come first.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate him just shooting one, so I can discern what is.
Yeah.
I would
There's
say the
another
same
back
thing that
there.
I said with other things from him, though. I like the blur, the what do you call it? Jesus, it's the frame blur
blur?
type of thing.
Rainbow, yeah.
What?
Iris blur. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of iris. There's another word for it I'm not thinking of, but I just think and maybe it looks like there's a little bit of like compression here, so it may just be the maybe blowing this up or something. I don't know what he's using for a camera, but like just make that face area and like the hair even like just make that sharp. Like I would just keep that sharp and let it fall off. Maybe just a little bit more, room around that radius blur is what I was looking for.
Radius
Yeah.
blur.
Yeah.
A radial blur.
Yeah.
But I would just have that like mask that off in Photoshop just to have that face like nice and sharp. Like I like that. I think it's close. It's very close. It's not getting a lot of blur, but there's just something about like it goes very fast from the face to like the shoulder piece. Like it's suddenly starting to get out of focus.
Definitely
And it's
very
not like a
lively.
natural focus. It's like that blur focus. So that's all.
Jaden at TPC Discord, he says, "Man, that looks good. Those Warhammer figures are definitely tempting.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah,
Toy Mart 3s, too many
Not
good
going
figures
down
out
that
there.
Yeah,
Are these the Joy Toy ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
118s. Yeah.
They're amazing.
I do like the look of. There's almost like a barrel distortion towards the edge of the frames in the back. It's if you can see how that
Yeah.
looks, the barrel. I like that. It almost looks like there's a tilt shift blur in there, but probably more
Maybe
like
that's
you're
what
saying.
it is. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what it is.
see how it's
Could
blurry
be,
on
like-
top, blurry on bottom, and more focused in the center.
And
It
everything
almost
kind of
looks like a tilt
rounds
shift.
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Could be.
Toy immersion
This
is
is actually-
Joey in the house. Sorry, go ahead.
This is actually one of the more easier ones of his to visually understand. Like his stuff is always really great and dynamic, but there's usually a lot going on. But this one actually, I really understand the confines of the figure and where the figure ends and where the background starts, which is good. I mean, because what we've said, Joy Toy is so much detail. There's so much going on. It's hard to sometimes.
Right.
Yeah,
This makes you
yeah,
appreciate this
good.
figure even more because
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
focus on
Yep.
the single figure.
It reminds me of like a trading card, like a
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it reminds me of. It's really cool though. I'd buy this card.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Anything else for Ryder JP?
Nope, he has another shot coming up right now.
All right, move it up. Oh, more Ryder JP.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
like
see
this one.
earlier.
Oh,
That's
okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it kind of gets lost a little bit more than the first shot.
There's a lot going on
Maybe
with this
it's my
figure,
phone.
though. I think it's just very tough to like.
It's my phone. It's
Go
me.
ahead, Lou.
No, I'm saying it's my phone. It's me because I'm
Oh.
live streaming through my phone, so everything looks very compact and lost. I had to
Yeah.
zoom in so I could appreciate what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So, okay, I see it. I got the lightning effects, the colors. It looks a little oversaturated with the yellow. In my opinion.
Do you
Yeah,
guys know
yeah,
how
I
he's
would-
doing that? Is it an actual something he's putting in front of the camera, or is it all post?
I think
Is it
it's
an
a
app?
post. I think it's a filter.
Yeah. I mean, I know
Yeah, I think
obviously
it's-
the
I think it's
lightning
a lot
is,
of
but
post work here.
I can't
don't-
tell
I
what
think
we're
he
in the
shoots in front
foreground.
of a screen, or is the whole thing? I don't think so. Right? He shoots in front of like a background.
I think he does shoot in front of a screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I
can't
know he
recall
does some
seeing-
shots inside he does a few shots inside a light box. So
Softbox.
But this
Mhm.
this background in the previous one looked real desaturated compared
Yeah.
to the focus of the figure.
true. Yep.
The other one almost
Yeah,
looked
the-
completely black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chest here looks a little hot. I mean, it looks like it just had
Yeah,
this
it's
like
really hot.
champagne color to the whole thing, and that one little chest piece is just
Especially that one area where like the
Oh.
tubes are glowing. It's really hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That up here too on the shoulders and like a huge on the what burn dodge shot. Really hot.
I would have softened that just a little bit, but you know, I mean, this is his thing. You know what I mean? And it looks cool, man. I mean,
Mhm.
he does.
hmm
You know,
Yeah,
I do
it's
think
hard because it's a different style. It's hard to say, like, you know, I mean,
right.
it's not practical. So I don't even know if the back. I'd love to know if the backgrounds are practical or if he's actually, you know, masking these out and putting them in front of a background and doing all that glowy stuff around them. Because this one does have, like, if you look at the edges of the whole thing, there is a glow around it. So he's definitely
Ryder, man, let us
glow.
know when you come in and watch this on the replay, man. In the comments or something.
Yeah, for
Let
sure.
us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a cool, almost like a 3D render sort of animation kind of look to it.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it's
feels
got a
like
cool
an
look.
NFT. Like you, like you'd move it,
Right?
and it would be moving with you, like almost like a
Yeah,
lenticular.
a lenticular, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty lively, man. We're gonna move
Cool,
on,
man.
Ryder, man. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's see what we
Good
got
stuff.
next. Oh,
Hey,
Sonny.
Sonny.
Tycoon. We didn't get to this one last time when he was here, man. It was kind of sad.
So fun.
I love this. Let me see what else he's got. Oh, a little BTS going on.
Is
That
that
is a huge.
Super
That is a
7
huge figure.
or what is that? A Super 7 figure, or is that like a what you call it, the Ninjoid figure?
It doesn't say here, so I don't know.
These are those Pixar.
It's a Pixar. Okay, it's the Pixar line. Got it.
Spotlight.
Spotlight. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what they're
Probably
called. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pixar Spotlights. Yeah, I remember this figure. It's a decent figure. I like that. Age is just a number. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love Sonny. Always does such whimsical,
Mhm.
great ideas.
Mortal Core, he said.
Mortal
I don't know.
Core.
What is that? What is that?
Mortal Core.
Great concept stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Always, Sonny lives up to his name. His picks are all, they always make me smile. So
Yes, this stuff is always.
It's very fun.
the type he puts with it is really unique too, and it's fun. Really good stuff.
I like how he got the shadows in here too. Like you get the shadows of him above the paper. Mattel.
Yeah.
This is Mattel Core, I guess.
It's great.
Oh,
He
no.
totally crushed the eye line to the basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yep.
And the hand works. I like the way the hair just goes over the couple of the letters to give it that dimension. Pop them
Mhm.
off the page. You know what I mean? If you just put that up on top, I don't think it would have popped it off as much.
Getting a smooth, even white on that white seamless, along with the white hair, the white eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
that's really good. Look at the wire goes through the shadow too, and
Yeah.
he's got all that. He's got all that in post done nicely.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
He's even got
That
shadow
wire
from
has seen many twists and turns around.
Oh,
media
yeah.
land.
That wire can talk.
I got so
Yeah.
many wires like that I try to straighten out and they just look like wriggly.
Yeah, I've had to retire a few already.
Well,
Yeah,
it looks,
yeah,
it
they
looks
get a
like
little loose.
that wire was done
It's funny.
deliberately just for balance sake. It just long as holding the weight. That's
Some of
that's
it,
done.
but
Yeah.
some of it's just from overuse.
Yeah.
like way out, like that little curl, like that ain't for nothing.
Yeah, it's like
That was wrapped around a leg a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how both feet are off the ground. The only thing
Mhm.
touching is his
Yeah.
balls
You
on
get
his
the sense
cane.
you get the sense of motion that he's about to kick that basketball.
Yeah, it's good
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, great storytelling here, Sonny. I
Mhm.
love it.
Yep.
All right,
Really
thank you for
good.
sharing that one, Zigzag Zoom. Make sure you guys are following him if you don't. Let's move on. We got Diggs Figs with a little bit of Daredevil love in here. Let me see what these other. Okay, these collab shot stuff. Is it me or is the focus is a little weak on him? Or
Let me zoom in.
I think it's more on his hand. It looks more sharp on the nunchuck right there. The
Yeah.
in the hand. It looks really
I
sharp.
think it's
right
the
there. I
whole
don't know.
shoulder and hand. But I mean, I think his
Yeah.
face actually is in focus. I think he's got fog in front of this, and what
Yeah.
might have happened if you don't lock your focus, and I don't know if he does. If you're using fog and you don't lock your focus and you let the fog go around and you're just shooting, even though you've got
Yeah,
the
the focus is gonna
on the
change.
face.
Yep.
The focus is going to try and focus on some of that fog here.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
that
that
may
same
have
thing.
happened, but I'm not sure. But I love the light, man. The light is
Yeah, the light is
Light
awesome.
great.
Really
Great
neat.
set. A lot of good depth.
Yeah.
The background. Very
That's
cool.
something I learned very early is to turn autofocus off. Once you've locked in the focal length,
Yep.
right, with autofocus, turn that off because if
Yeah.
you're starting to use any of this stuff, man, you'll be
Yeah,
taking
you
that
can
shot.
use
And you're like, see your
autofocus.
camera going like this.
Yeah, but if you have any camera, like any DSLR, like you, I'm not telling you this, Mom. I'm just saying to the audience, like if you have auto, you can use autofocus because I know a lot of people are like, no, I like to manual focus. I'm like, I'm not unless I really have to, I'm not going to manually focus. You know what I mean? Like my eyes aren't as good as the camera. So you lock your focus in and then switch it to manual. Just flick it to
And
manual.
then don't touch it.
Don't touch anything.
I usually would just use it to get me started, and then I'll use the magnifier, and then I'll start manually focusing just to get tighter if I can. But with the Nifty 50, for whatever reason, the autofocus doesn't work with my Nifty 50, so when I'm shooting with that, I'm always manually focusing. So.
Right.
Do you know? I actually shoot with a Lumix, a Panasonic Lumix that's like 15 years old. And it's kind of just a glorified point and shoot with a lot of manual set settings. But I know that other people who shoot with a similar kind of mirrorless thing, it's since it's not a true DSLR, you sort of have a choice of setting priority. So it's aperture priority, speed priority, right?
Yes. Yep.
And and I noticed since I've got my fog machine now, is that it actually causes a problem because mine is on aperture like 99% of the time. But the minute that fog starts diffusing the
It's
light a
reflecting
little
light.
bit, you lose like massive focus. So whenever I do a shot, and like maybe other people like that, I always do a non-fog shot first, then I shoot the fog, and then play with it afterwards because you can everything can be perfect, but the fog just blows it all to hell. It looks like
you can't lock the focus in, like you can't turn it to like manual and just have it like.
Well, no, his aperture priority, it's raising his shutter speed
I'm saying instead of doing aperture priority, because I don't know if it's like one of those things where you can do shutter priority, aperture priority, or you can just switch it to manual and just do manual everything, all your settings.
Yeah, once it's locked in those settings, you can just switch it to manual, I would think. I mean,
that's what I do. But then again, it's just because when you shoot on aperture, I want to get to it. It goes one up, one down, so it actually takes a three burst. So it does.
Bracketed shot. Does it bracketed shot?
That's right. And so then normally when it's doing those type of adjustments, you can just lose on your focus point. It can go weird. So, and I've noticed that in some people's shots, and I'm thinking they may have the same thing if they're shooting with a phone sometimes, because I'm sure it's using the same sort of like philosophy.
Yeah, phones.
Software.
I know there's a lot of stuff in like an iPhone, but you got to use like another app, or you really got to know all the ins and outs of the. I don't even think the Apple standard camera app gives you access to a lot of this stuff, or it may with some weird hands gestures. I don't know, but I know that there's a lot you can unlock, and I think you can lock in focus, but I'm not positive about that. I'm not really sure.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's going to be a problem if you use fog. It is going to be a problem if you don't have your focus locked, because it will go out of focus for sure. But very cool. I love the composition.
Yeah, great pose. Very cool.
Really good scene.
Yeah, nice stuff, Big Things. Nice stuff. S-Beam in the chat. He says, hello, all.
S-Beam.
And then Jaden is asked, I also use a Lumix, and I know focus bracketing can be a bother most of the time with fog. I usually have it off. So is that a setting you maybe can turn off, Greg, the focus bracketing?
It can, but there's kind of a long-winded answer to it. It basically boils down to it gives me the options to composite how I'd like to have stuff look.
Okay.
That's kind of what it comes down to. So yeah, and my workaround, like I said, is to shoot one without fog. So then I have the option of sort of bringing up, and like I'm pretty versatile in Photoshop, so I can kind of, by stacking them in the right ways and that stuff, I can make it work.
You could really do that. I mean, like that is a good tip because you really can do that. And like I sometimes I'm like, why am I taking 120 shots with fog just to get the fog to go in the places I want? Because I know that I could go into Photoshop and just like mask that and take it in.
Because it's fun.
It does do some things sometimes that you're like, ooh, like there's a little swirl or there's a little way it fades part of it. But yeah, I mean, you could really like just take any kind of brush at a 20%, bring in a little bit of fog here, fog there, Yeah, so you really can do it.
Now that's one thing I know since I got the fog machine is I actually use both. It's actual fog and then it's post fog, and change it. It gives me some, I can, like for that pirate shot, it's like mostly real fog, but there's also some post fog just because.
Oh yeah, it's nice to add a little after fog.
Yeah.
Right.
But this
trademark
for this guy, I love how the steam is red on the top of it, and then the steam off to the other side is blue. Like that looks so nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
looks really good.
Pablo's having some computer issues. He's rebooting. So
no.
Reboot.
All right, Big Figs, thank you so much for sharing. We're going to see what's next. We got Baby Yoda, Marketech 7.
Grogu.
New Grogu. This is the Hot Toys Grogu.
Yep.
Looks like it. Yep.
With a very concerned face.
This is the one that comes with Ahsoka. I think he can move his arm, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can all move their arms.
Only
only the one that Ahsoka can move.
Luke and Ahsoka have movable.
I don't know about that. We can argue about that later.
No, we're going to argue about it now. You're going to like it.
I have them both, and the others that came with the Mandalorian series. It's
only
he's
those. Not floating. He's on a black floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's walking in. Trooper.
Is that a what is that on the right?
Trooper legs.
It's a trooper leg?
Yeah, some kind of. There's one here, and then there's one over here. So two different troopers, I think.
That's a wait.
Doesn't look like
he's standing on the floor, and those are legs.
Yeah, black floor
right. I can tell that's a shoe and a leg. I just can't tell what figure that is.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Some kind of troopers. I don't know.
Yeah. Huh.
They're like dress shoes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a stormtrooper boot. But
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
They'd be clone troopers, but like I don't know my clone troopers well enough to go know like which clone trooper that is. But how would you fix this? Because like my first thought was like he was looking down a hallway, and there was
those are 5
At first, that's what I thought.
Debris or something. But this is it's a cool idea. I just think you got to show that more in focus.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him. You got to widen this out a little bit, I think, and that.
Or maybe the legs are walking.
No, these are two different 501st troopers. I can tell now by the blue stripe, and I just looked over at mine. It's got the same cut thing over the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's
these are the 501st.
Okay. Yeah, and I might want to angle this head up like he's looking up at them as opposed to looking at their feet.
Mm-hmm.
That might help tell the story a little bit better.
And he needs a bounce card to his left. Because I know maybe you intentionally want some darkness over there, but I think he's fallen off too much. In fact, that left and a little bit behind him to kind of catch a little bit of light around the ear.
I might have done that and like had a little orange, like since it is Order 66, I would have had a little orange off the camera, like to camera right, like near us to like sort of reflect off his eyes. And give it like there's a battle going on or something like that. If these are troopers coming up on him and there's been fighting and stuff like that. There's a reason for it, so it would work, and it would be nice with the blue to have a little contrast. But yeah, I mean, my main issue is like I didn't know that those were shoes.
Legs.
Legs.
I mean, it's a nice idea to frame to use as a frame here, but I just would give it a little more definition.
Well, Zigzag Zoom is suggesting back off a bit and show muzzle of the blaster. That's you gotta back up pretty far though. because I mean, we're not even. At
Well,
the
if it
knees
was
of
hanging,
legs.
I mean, it might be hanging thigh, but I mean, you might have a problem with that also not being recognizable. I mean, I think if you see that they're shoes and you recognize that they're stormtroopers, then yeah, the muzzle of the blaster, like just hanging down next to the leg, could work as well. But to show a little danger, I guess. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could not You got to step back. Like these are the kind of things like I'd say ask somebody like what they think, because there's going to be a lot of people. There'll be some people that'll go, "Oh yeah, these are 501st Stormtroopers."
Well, actually,
yeah, I know exactly. But there'd be people like me who know what that looks like, but would just go, "Wait, what am I looking at?" Can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, you as the photographer know what it is, so you automatically assume that everybody else will. But
Hard
yeah, so it's
to
good to run
break
it.
yourself away from that. I've done that
Run it
several
by you.
times. I'm not immune to that. Where I'm like, is anybody going to understand what's happening here? Because
Right.
this might be a little too abstract.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about it. Ask somebody if you're not sure.
I would think if you'd want to frame this better too, you'd want to bring that leg in on camera right, lose some of the black background, empty space back there, take a step back. That'll put everything a little bit more in focus when you focus on Yoda, whatever his name is, Baby Yoda.
Boba Fett.
If you back up and you still focus on him, then it's going to pull your lens away, and your minimum focusing distance isn't going to blur those legs out so intensely.
Right.
I got a feeling he's real close to this Yoda, and what it's doing is it's really blurring those legs out because of minimum focusing distance of the lens. So if you just took a step back and close those legs up a little bit, lose some of the black space on camera, right? I think you do a little bit.
Yeah, because you can always crop that back in too. You don't have to.
Yeah, you can scale it back up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Green with a little segue here says, I need to pick up that Ulanzi fog machine. I'm almost out of atmosphere aerosol. I should have pre-ordered it during Christmas. Yeah, you should have. It was $80.
It's so much better than atmosphere aerosol, man. You're gonna
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out what setting to set the Ulanzi on to get me that atmosphere look, though. It's always a bit thick. So I don't know.
Just blow it around.
Has anyone done a comparison with
I'll hold it
Ulanzi
back
and the
and
Smoke
just blow it
Ninja?
around. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know if I have.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've actually got that other one, that's Super 6 or whatever it is, the orange and black one.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I bought the small one because I thought I would use less fog and I wouldn't wake my wife up in the morning using the big fog machine. But I use even more fog now with the small one because it's just fun. It's ridiculous.
I know.
I have set off the smoke alarm at 7 a.m. on a Sunday before with the old big Halloween smoke or fog machine.
Yeah,
That wasn't
it's just fun.
that wasn't that wasn't good fun.
I do like the
So
heaviness
Machu
of
Picchu?
it.
Yeah.
Like you can get what's up, Machu? You can get thicker fog juice like for a regular fog machine, but you never really get that whole, heavy sort of dry ice fog. You can get it, but then as soon as like any air starts blowing around it, you got to like wait until everything's totally still again to blow it again and get it to sit. I mean, you can
I
wet
get good
the
dry
surface
ice
and get
effect.
it
I
to
just
do that
haven't
too
had a
sometimes.
use for it yet. And what shot I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just used it for something. It was really good.
Mark Attack, man, thank you so much for sharing this. We'll move on here. Oh, Jesse, who was in the chat earlier.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
This is awesome Bandai Boba Fett. Where's Luke?
Yeah.
Luke, this is yours type of thing, man.
Oh, this is me
Actually-
and Travis. This is me
All
and
right,
Travis.
it's both y'all's.
Yeah,
Yeah. We
Is everybody-
love this line. This is
God, I haven't shot these in too long. Great
Dude,
work
I
on the
haven't-
trees.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got him, and I haven't shot him since I got him. And this is a beautiful shot. I like the embers.
Mhm.
We all love embers.
Embers.
And
Oh.
I love the distance between the trees, that it's there. We see the BTS, how they're distant, but when you have this shot right here, it just looks like he's running through the forest. He's trying to cover some ground and just lay waste.
He did
And
a
it's
nice
on-
job
And
layering.
it's on a
the-
German tilt. And
Yeah.
it's on a German tilt. So, gotta love that. But
The Deutsch
that's-
angle is what we're.
the Deutsch, yes.
But the layering of the embers is great because it looks like it's all
Yes.
over through this forest. There's foreground, there's background. I love that.
Yeah, it's great depth on this. I really love the light.
Yeah, there's
motivated
the
lighting over there.
Hitting the sword as he's pulling it out there is so great.
Yep.
It was a
Just
great
you can
film.
almost hear that that light. It's like that. Shing. Yeah.
Yep.
It's great.
Really,
Jesse's
really good.
awesome.
Love this.
It's a great
Really
look.
nice.
It's a great looking Yoda, Jesse. Good stuff.
Yeah, it is great looking Yoda.
I don't know.
Loving
I don't know if any
I
of you
love-
guys.
I love when
speak
it's actually Boba Fett. Mike says it's
Yeah.
something else.
I don't know if any of you
That's a
guys
fun
speak
joke.
German at all, but the actual name for German tilt is hilarious. The Deutsche Winkel.
Deutsche Winkel.
Oh, Winkel, I didn't know. I knew it was Deutsch Engel, but that's why it was like actually German, not Dutch. People call it Dutch. It's Deutsch.
Yeah.
But Winkel?
The-
That's great.
The Deutsche Winkel. Yeah.
It sounds like a fun greeting. Like when you see someone, like Deutsche Winkel.
Exactly.
Or a toast,
That's
on
gonna be
the
our that's gonna be our
German
sign off
pub.
from now on.
Yeah.
Deutsche Winkel.
Deutsche Winkel, everyone. Happy Deutsche Winkel.
Welcome back,
Beautiful
Pablo.
shot. Beautiful shot.
Hopefully I'm back.
Good.
Hopefully.
Good stuff.
We'll see.
Pablo, look, we got competition. Look at that beautiful shot. I love
We
that.
got
shot.
97 more to
Jesse's
go,
work,
so-
man. Jesse's work is. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It is gorgeous, man. I love the highlight he's got on the blade too. Really nice work
Mhm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really tells the story. That's nice.
Beautiful work.
Does this character have a visor, like a, or is it just a slit in the helm for that?
Yeah, it's
What-
paint.
what
These
do
are
you
all
mean?
paint. Like it's just a.
Well, I know, but is it supposed to be a visor, like a reflective type, surface? Or
No.
is it-
No,
Boba
it's
Fett.
supposed to be a void. It's supposed to be a void space. He's asking if the
Okay.
helmet's supposed to be more like
Thank
a traditional Star Wars helmet, or is it going to be more like samurai?
Well, I don't know. These are a little hard to tell. Like it's not like
'Cause
it's
all
supposed to be
mine's-
open and there's a face behind it. It's actually just flat, so it
Yeah,
could
it's
be a
flat.
visor. I mean, they're not accurate to samurai armor, obviously, but they.
I was just curious because if it was supposed to have like the visor, I'd like to have gotten a highlight on it, but if not, so
No,
it's-
they don't have no gloss whatsoever.
If anything, it's sunk in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a void space in there. Like if this was made
Nerd.
to scale,
Nerd!
that's right. What up, nerd?
Nerd!
If it was made to scale, it would be a void space. There wouldn't be anything there to kind of insinuate a screen or a lens on the helmet. It will just be void space.
Rock on.
Cool.
Ian Sanders in the chat, Rogerio B in the chat, and
Jesse
Toronto
also does a
Charger.
great job explaining his process. So if you take the time to read his posts and look at his BTS, you can
Yeah.
learn a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. Just.
Great stuff, Jesse. Thank you so much for sharing that. We'll move on. Let's see what's next here. We got Ryder, man. This is your third one. Dun, dun, dun. That means we'll nod and smile and move on.
It is a nice shot, though.
That one's nice.
is
That
cool,
one's really nice.
Yeah, it always happens like there's like not a lot of Photoshop going on here, and it's actually looking
Yeah.
pretty
It looks very, very heavenly.
Yeah.
with cobwebs. What is this?
Very, very clean and gothic at the same time. With the
Mhm.
Yeah, got the pillars back there and everything. It's pretty cool. Ryder, man, thank you so much. Oh, Pablo.
Look at that.
I'm gonna have to get these girls,
Better
man.
come on just in time. How about that?
Yeah, I think you planned it. You're like, oh, I'm coming up. I gotta get back on the game. Man.
Right, I gotta go share all my shots.
You need to get these girls, man. I just need to get my paycheck back under my belt.
Yeah, I like what you've been doing with these things.
I'm having a lot of fun with these.
Can you take the knee pads off them and stuff? And like, put
Yeah,
real
you
clothes
can remove all the clothing completely,
Oh,
Just not her
Whoa,
hat.
whoa, family show.
except.
Well, I was wondering if
What
put
color
actual
is the
clothes on her and not the same outfit as what he's using. So
What color's the bits?
Yeah, no, we're family show here.
Shut up, Max.
Whoa.
it's Pablo After Dark. That's your.
Oh, that's the dark.
Plastic colored.
I
I love this, man. This is great.
I'm loving
Great
these
job.
figures a lot. The only thing is, like I had mentioned earlier, and 78 points always makes fun of me because I'm like, I guess the only person that complains that their shorts are too tight. They're just tight in the sense that it makes it hard for you to articulate them. Not so much that it doesn't look fitting to them, but it's just to pose them. You have to really finesse it. And sometimes you'll pop the waist off as you're trying to get them in the sitting pose, and you just have to pop that back under.
Was it just Velcro holding?
But other than that, the figures, but other than that, the figures are awesome. I've been having a lot of fun with them.
Harold.
Cool,
So
yeah,
I've never
great.
posted a shot with a
Background
helmet
work,
on a
background
figure.
work.
What was that
You
again?
know what I like is I also like how much sky you have in this. It's like a nice balance, and it brings in the blue up top to counterbalance the warmth of the lower half. It's really nice.
Really nice. Great
Yeah, it's a
tones.
nice composition. I really like
Nice
that tree
foreground,
over there,
usually
framing them and
plant
everything.
too. I like that.
Yep.
Just stop complaining about the shorts being tight, man. Just stop. Just stop.
My
They look
my
good.
shorts are tighter just looking at this
There's
shot.
probably gonna be a few more. There's probably gonna be a few more of these. Keep going.
Oh, there's tons of them. There's tons of them. You win.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
Can you
I'm
get a
actually pretty
pose
happy
where they're
about
like
it.
pulling them out of their butt crack, like they're stuck up in there?
Dang, bro.
Oh, after COVID, everybody's shorts are tight.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me just throw that out there.
No
Very good,
unfinished
the next one.
basements. I don't want to know.
All right, let's move on. Let's see if who else we got next.
Probably mine.
Oh, look, it's
Hey,
Pablo.
there's another one.
See? Told you. Look, another one.
Why is it all pixelated?
This was a collab. That was a collab with Gabriel. I don't know why the collab thumbnail came out pixelated for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's all.
So, what gun does she come with? Does she come with both of these guns that she's got?
No,
just
so
gonna-
the weapons I've been
Yes.
using on these figures don't come with these figures at all. That's
No, neither of them.
that's the Gridiron 50 caliber that I got from Gridiron Studios, and then the other two desert colored ones are from Marauders.
Okay.
How close are you in this shot? Because it's very sharp on the figures. Like there's
I am
depth.
not that close. I'm not that
No?
close, but I'm using a 105 millimeter macro lens,
Oh, okay.
so I'm able to get in really tight.
Nice.
Tight short.
Nice
Shot.
work.
Everything tight,
Tight,
baby.
like those
We'll
shorts.
move on. Move
That-
on,
that-
Pablo.
Except for the knee pads. The knee pads.
Toy
aren't tight.
version. We got the nun.
Use some knee pads.
Oh, right.
This is a nice shot. I love the blue.
This thing is scary as hell. Honestly, it's like it really
Oh,
is.
done.
Like it's yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's
He
the
did
neck
pixelate
one,
the
right?
on purpose.
Yeah, that's the neck
That's
and
right.
nun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Toy immersion. If hats off for getting that figure to stand up on its own with those chicken legs that it has. That's
Yeah.
that looks
Maybe there's a
really good.
wire underneath the nun robe, so
Could be.
no.
Yeah. She's got long, skinny legs and skinny little narrow feet.
Hold up,
Is
go
this the
back
new
real quick.
one? The latest one that came out?
Got some tight shorts under there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hold up, go. Maz, go for a couple of shots.
What?
Yeah, go forward again.
It's just this thing.
Oh, that looks like my logo.
No, it doesn't.
So this is,
It
looks
my
like an
logo.
extreme set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's-
think
Yeah,
it
he
is
does a
extreme
good
set.
job
I wonder
with
if,
these extreme sets, man. Yeah, for sure.
So did he
Yep.
cut out the windows like you were just doing, Greg? Or
Yeah.
does it come like that?
Yep.
I believe he probably did.
They
I can't
come like
imagine they're
that?
selling it to you this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he cut them.
I gotta do that, man. That was a great
Is he
idea.
still in the
That's a
chat?
good
Maybe
idea.
he'll let us know if he cut it out.
Yes.
or not.
I have the train set, the actual train cart, and they have the windows pre-cut with the plastic in it. So,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's a possibility that it may have the plastic in it.
Yeah. What extreme set would that be? Because I've got a few of them. I don't recognize this.
I don't recognize this either.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the BTS shot? quick?
Extreme Set Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice work on the shot, though, man. Looks
Mhm.
really cool.
It's
Yeah,
toy
yeah.
immersion. Got the Bible at Hobby Lobby. The set comes with open windows.
Oh,
And Jayden, yeah, my
course you got the
mansion set
Bible at
comes
Hobby
with the
Lobby.
windows pre-cut. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right on.
If only they knew
Nice.
what you were going to use that for, they probably wouldn't have sold
This
it.
is the mansion.
Yeah.
man.
Hobby Lobby.
Snap.
What?
Right.
What's wrong?
I did a neck and nun shot years ago, and a couple years ago, and I made her an upside down cross rosary, and so it was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
The blue really works. Like sometimes this can get overbearing, but like he's done it really nicely. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
nice
works really
colors,
nice.
yeah.
White cutting it.
It's because it's soft enough. Yeah, it's soft
Yeah.
enough light that
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
that's
creepy as hell, though, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
it gives it that creepy vibe to it. That's kind of like it a lot.
He's also got that one beam right behind the head that helps separate the black of her habit from the background. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really nice.
Good stuff. Toy immersion. Thank you so much. We're gonna move on.
Good
What we got next?
Great job.
Nogaloo.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Conan with his doggies.
Oh, this has the breath.
I was
you
just
were
gonna
talking
say
about.
that
La-
caught my
last
eye right
week.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
I wanted to give it that effect
I
of
like
like
snow
it
effect.
really,
Yeah,
really.
it looks cold AF.
Now, do you have a fogger or a
Autofocus.
fog?
No.
thing?
No, he doesn't.
Need to get one, dude.
I'm
Yeah, you
definitely
gotta
gonna
get
get
one,
one.
man.
I'm gonna get one, but I got to do it in a cold specific area. Like
You're
I
welcome.
ain't trying to freeze my butt for a shot for like a whole hour or so, But the filters that I've been using, or the stickers, if you will, I'm able to adjust for like how strong it is, how much it blurs, how much I could see through it. So I try to play with it a little bit. Sometimes I get it on the money, like I did the first winter shot that I did with Conan and that spider from The Witcher. So I try to kind of replicate that, but have it with the dogs and have it like he's with his pack and he's ready to hunt and he's furious and they're there ready to go.
It's a good shot.
Cool. Yeah, trees
Nice
look sweet
composition.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is that tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tree straight up from Petland Discount, baby. I had that,
Is it really?
I had that over 15
That's
years.
a good looking
Wow.
tree from Petland.
It is.
That is.
Okay,
Yeah,
Petland discount.
it cost me about $30. Of course, it better be a good tree.
Oh yeah, those aren't cheap.
But it's got
Yeah, those are not cheap at all.
really
yeah, that's
big
good.
and thick.
Yeah,
and
but it came like completely green, and then I gave it like the only brown wash, and
Oh, okay.
some of the green is still there, but it's not as
That's good.
prominent, and so it looks like a little bit of a
Bark.
moss. Yeah.
Nice.
cool.
Good
Yeah,
stuff,
look at that
Lou.
tree.
Good stuff.
Good
Good
job.
one.
Beauty.
We're gonna move on.
Mhm.
We got
Yeah.
here. We got Noor. Noor, man. We got
That
some
looks
Warhammer
Virtue.
love.
That's a
God
nice
damn,
shot.
Elbow. This
This
is
is a joy
beautiful,
toy.
composition, man.
That's
figures.
awesome.
That's
Now, Matt,
amazing.
figure
What
in
the
6 scale.
hell?
This
Jesus.
is a cool looking joy toy, man. This is the
That's
kind of joy toy
yeah.
that could get me into joy, or not joy toy, but Warhammer that could get me into Warhammer. I like this.
That is
That looks
That's-
great.
insane.
And this figure is a lot bigger than the other Warhammer figures because these guys are
Yeah.
supposed to be
Oh, yeah.
gigantic, like they're huge.
Isn't he the
Oh,
size
really?
Terminator? Like he's huge.
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah,
He's
huge.
1/18 scale, but he's really big.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Terminators are like bigger than your standard Warhammer soldiers, your
Yeah.
Ultimates Marines.
because I
Like,
think the regular, if you stand him up straight and then and put him next to the other Warhammer figures, I think the helmets go up to where the chest area where the sword is at the tip of the sword. I think that's as tall as they get next to him.
Oh wow!
So this is a articulated figure. It looks kind of
Yeah.
like a statue, but no.
Yeah, it's
No,
an
he-
articulated figure. Yeah,
The joy toys are
Amazing. Wow.
Looks
It's nice
really,
to
really
the
good.
color
This
on
is a
this. So I
beautiful
like
shot, man.
that.
yeah, the lighting.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
like
it's great.
The flow of the robe and the arc of the bow of the shield. It just goes. You see how it looks kind of like it goes inward and it matches the flow of the robe going out of frame.
Yep.
That just looks
Yeah.
really, really
It's
nice.
great, it's like dapple light too. It's not just a
Yeah,
one harsh light down on top of them. You get some of that.
Yeah.
shadows and-
Real stippled sort of.
It feels like
light.
there's some
Yeah.
torches somewhere down the hallway in this castle, whatever
Mhm.
he's in.
You
And
can
that
see it
light
on the
is
sword.
streaming in and bouncing.
Right.
It's really, really
Mhm.
nice.
beautiful
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
man.
he's great at lighting, man.
yeah,
Alberto's
yeah.
great. He's great with these things. He's going to be on Toy Photography Bomb with me if I had mentioned that.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice,
He's great.
So-
nice.
Killing it on this one. All right, Nora, thanks so much for sharing. We'll move on to the next one. We got the Bronx Bat and Toy Rebels.
Nirvana.
All
Is
right.
that Kurt Cobain? Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, and who's that
Marty
over there?
McFly.
Marty
It's
McFly.
Boba Fett.
Can't
gonna say
even
Bruce-
imagine what this would sound like.
You're just too damn loud. Hey, there's JP Ryder, man.
JP.
Hey.
He says the Primarch, all Space Marines are made from the genetic template of the 118 Primarchs. That's why Primarchs are referred to as a father.
Yeah,
by
all
Space
this. Yep.
Nice, nice.
So is
Also,
this supposed to be smells like Teen Wolf or what? I don't know.
Yes, smells like Teen Wolf. There you go.
Smells like Teen Wolf.
I don't know where
Very good.
Janice comes in though.
she's the smell part, probably. I don't know.
They're,
Oh,
they're
well,
going to pave the parking lot afterwards.
That's right. They've already paved the parking lot. That's
They
what
were-
Fun trio.
She smells like patchouli, right? Patchouli.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
fun.
Yeah,
I just wish there was
in. How about that?
because the lighting he has looks like it's a battle of the bands on the high school stage. It's got that
The
lighting.
lighting he has looks like he's in a light box shooting this.
Well, yeah, but it has that sense like they're at a high school battle of the bands on a high school stage. The lighting.
So
I
that's
wish I had more lighting. I wish I had more lighting, different tones, and then have some more shadows. Because it's
like stage
it's-
lighting. Yeah.
yeah.
Lighting that helps tell the story of the set and the scene.
I just love how it
Yeah,
says
you got.
audition.
I mean, this is a cool concept. Good posing. I mean, the setup is pretty good. I like it.
Mhm.
I don't think
But it's
Janice
lighting.
poses at all. Isn't she a McFarlane or something? She's like a stag.
Probably.
static
Yeah.
figure.
I think that's a.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
But no, I guess it's a nice.
The setup, I mean, it's pretty good. Like everything's in, like the head of the guitar isn't cut off or anything like that. Everything's balanced.
Almost got his.
If there was some way you can make Marty look down at like the frets.
At the frets, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that, because like in the movie, like he's always like basically
Looking
eyeing
down,
his finger work, right? Yeah,
Yep.
so it'd be cool if you could do that.
Yeah.
This head could probably, I don't know if he could look directly down at but he probably could get pretty close. But yeah, I mean, it's the lighting, man. Like, this is just like that. At least I will say this: you avoided the harsh shadows on the background, so that's good for that. Because a lot of people will do that, since your background looks like it's very close. But yeah, it would have been cool, like everybody was saying, like to do like a red light and a green light and a blue or yellow or something like that, like streaming down from the top to look like. And you could use like Christmas lights or something. You know what I mean? Just off site. If you got colored Christmas lights, just put those up over the top and let those stream down, and you probably wouldn't need much other light. Maybe a little bounce or something, but that could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a cool concept, though. I do like to.
You gotta post Ian's comment. It's hilarious.
Well, I'll get to it. I want to read over Vandals real quick. Tagged a few photos, but probably late, maybe for a future show. Yeah, we're just going up the list, Vandals. So
Yeah, we're going up the list.
may
We'll
not
to
get
it.
to you tonight, but we will get to you. We won't
Yes.
skip it.
Yeah, let's,
Yeah, my
That is
photo
true,
was
yeah.
like 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
we're catching up.
But Ian says this photo doesn't bode well for Marty's future.
Not at all.
All you
You're
need
right.
is-
That's a
All you
good.
need is Jimi Hendrix there and John Bonham on the drums or something. It's like,
Oh,
dude,
man.
you're doomed.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Get away
Thanks,
from there.
Bronx Back.
Go back to the
Thanks
Yes,
so much.
awesome.
Pain and addiction.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh yes, this shot again.
I mean, again.
No, we Let's
Yeah,
give
it was
it.
Hard on this shot. I had to retake this shot.
I do like
love
the
this.
lighting coming out of the phone booth.
This is real,
Whose
but
head
I
is
had
that?
to take this because these windows aren't
Mr.
are transparent at all. They're opaque. What was that?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
He's using a Mr.
Is that
Fantastic. on,
that's Mr. Fantastic's head?
Constantine.
Yeah. Okay.
on
Yeah,
the
with a
Constantine.
Constantine body.
Okay,
Do we
that's what I
need-
was wondering.
We
Yeah,
need
yeah.
Mezco to make Doctor Who.
Yes!
Man, that's-
I want a 10th Doctor. I mean, Alonzi.
Fourth
Come on.
Doctor.
Well, first
Fourth
and
Doctor would be
foremost,
great too.
we need Mezco to get their customer service back up and running in full effect. Because I'm still waiting 2 weeks
Well,
for a waitlist conversion.
They have customer service.
they.
That's what I'm saying.
When
Well,
was
I
it
don't
ever?
know if I said it on here, but I wrote them a terse letter about my my Doctor Doom being canceled because they couldn't charge my card, even though there's like, if you look at my thing, there's a string of like 5 valid cards on there, but the guess that I used, I don't know, 2 years ago when I had Doom had expired or something like that. So they sent it to me. They sent it to me.
Oh, did they?
Is it your Doom?
I got it today. Yeah, I got it today.
Nice.
Dude, I
got my
literally did the whole pre-order within the months of it releasing. Then my waitlist converted. They took the money out of my account because I have it right there. I took a snapshot and everything so I can have my proof, also my bank statement, and it still says processing. It takes 2 weeks to process a figure that's ready to go.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I like the composition on this, man.
weeks.
This is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's super cool.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
I had to
I was
turn
gonna say
this.
maybe a little yellow light on the face, but it wouldn't have been. It's not hitting
That light is the
that way,
Linktree
so it
panel
doesn't
mini
matter.
in there,
Inside,
and it's blaring out. So what light's hitting him is what light's hitting him. I mean, that's
No, that's what I'm
Otherwise-
saying. Like
Yeah.
it's not hitting Doctor Who, so it's not like it wouldn't really be hitting him. So it's
I think his collar's blocking what's going to hit his face.
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a BTS. Gotta go pull it up here.
So you went back to formula, huh?
What?
See, Pablo got that reference.
Yeah, I did.
So this is the original angle that he was at, and he was
Mhm.
looking this way, and I wasn't a fan of that at all.
Oh, that's a tight spot, so no light could get through.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
really hugging the door.
well, it's not coming through. Wait a minute, did you make it come through the windows? Or those black windows?
oh yeah, those are black windows. I had to.
Oh, you
I had
did it
to-
in Photoshop.
I had to
Okay, all right,
Photoshop that.
gotcha. Oh, okay.
Nice work on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, because it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, yeah. Especially to
but
get
yeah,
it right.
That's the slime I used for the alien there, the Elmer's goo, and that was fun to try to get to come down. And of course,
Did it harden or it just stood there?
it's stuck there pretty well. But the thing is like everything I'm using to try to pull it down to come down over it, it doesn't want to let go of it.
Oh, okay.
So I got a toothpick behind the figure with the goo on it. Because the whole point is supposed to be dripping down the collar, so he's not feeling it yet. He just kind of.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
that goo stuff works pretty good. It does work pretty
Yeah.
good.
It's just a little hard to control a little bit sometimes. The alien I had to glue to the top of the TARDIS because his joints were like, I'm going to fall over. So
Do you think you had enough of that goo there in that bucket?
I've not used any of it, to be honest with you, because I can just put it back in there and it
Yeah,
reforms.
goo for days, man.
Yeah, good for days.
Lifetime.
It's a $10 bucket, $10
It's
bucket.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What I've used before is to run that down some thread, and it gives you a lot more control.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's
Usually
nice.
run the goo down some thread?
Yeah.
I'll try that
Yeah,
next time.
or a wire, a black wire or something like that. Yeah,
okay.
like a little hot glue.
Running the goo down the thread, that's also on Pablo After Dark. Just so you know.
Stay after the show.
Stay tuned.
Ian chimed up. He was talking about
Later
the-
on tonight, we'll be running the
debacle.
goo down the thread.
Hashtag
Right.
down the thread.
To remove some tight shorts.
That's right.
Ian was saying I have to update
On
the
our
same
Deutschenzangel or whatever the hell it is.
every
Yeah,
time I
warm
go
up your wrinkles.
Deutschenzingel. Yeah.
Yeah.
English.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Cool.
I know, man. It's a
You had
bummer.
the same
we
issue.
missed out on the red eye night because of it, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a
Wasn't even
bummer,
able to
man.
fill out my
That's
car
good.
details in time, even though I put it.
What
in
I hate about the
It's
Mesco
only been like
pre-orders.
10 years that they've had the chance to fix that.
What I hate about the Mesco pre-orders, so when you pre-order the figure and they charge you the NRD, so every time you get on there, you have to put that 3-digit security code on your card.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with the Mesco site that the card that security code only stays valid for 30 days. After 30 days, it's no longer valid. So you have to go back and re-input that security code. But the thing is that you can't just go to your payment management or like your account and then go to payments and update it there. You actually have to go to your pre-orders and then go to your order. There's an option under to manage payment on your actual pre-order. So you pull up your pre-order and then there's a
Yeah.
payment update option. You click on
Yeah,
there.
it's ridiculous.
That's where you
Yeah, you
update
gotta
the
find
security
that.
code. Because if you don't
Yeah.
do it through there, it won't update it
Yeah.
for that
That's
figure.
just
I know.
so funny. Why are you
And
not
that's what I
using
did, and it's so
PayPal
stupid.
pre-order?
Well, the thing is that
Well, then you got to pay all the
if-
up front.
you have to pay it all up
Well,
front.
you can
Yeah.
set PayPal to do a pay in 4.
Well,
But
true.
not everybody has that option.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They got to
But,
do.
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to
that's
belabor
the
this because
issue.
we only have like 95 more photos to go through, but like they got to do like 5K Toys does like they you pay for the $1, the $2, whatever pre-order thing it is, and then they send you an email saying go here and pay
Yeah.
your balance
Pay-
right now. Like you get an email and you got a while to pay your balance for the figure before they say okay, you don't want it, you're canceling it.
Mhm.
That's the way you do it. Like,
Yeah,
just, like,
that's
it's
how it should
insane.
be done. Yeah.
You can't hold the
That's-
card
Yeah,
for
I
2
just
years and
use
expect it to still
PayPal
be
for my
valid.
pre-orders, but
That's stupid. I usually
PayPal was
pay 'em
giving me
up
some
front too,
trouble with
but,
Red Eye
like,
Night because I was trying to do that 1 and 4 for the Red Eye Night, and it gave me an error.
Yeah,
So I
it
just
does-
ended up biting it and just paying the whole thing off in the one thing. But I was surprised it didn't get sold out from underneath me because it did take me a minute to figure that out and go, okay.
Yeah, that figure sold out quick. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was probably one of those low batch orders, and
It was a low batch order. Yeah.
but like I think that and the White Ranger was the lowest that they've done thus far, being how fast they sold.
It seems like they're going back to their old tactics of just doing low
Well,
batch orders.
Yeah, and not responding to their customer service. You know?
Yep. So back to
Archer
the
Hawk
back
is
to the
here,
shot.
and we're on his photo, guys.
Yeah.
Let's stay on
Yeah,
target. Archer
yeah.
Hawk in his house.
Awesome
And
job
I-
using
So
the
let's really tear him
highlight.
apart because he's here. No, I'm just
All right, do it, Trevor. We'll leave that to you. And
Go
you're
ahead,
good.
Trevor.
You.
Rip them up.
Drop it. Tear
no,
them
go
apart.
ahead. You guys go.
I was
No,
gonna
I
say
like this.
I like
really
how
good
you use the
composition. Go
fog.
ahead, Pablo.
I was
Yeah.
just saying I love the
Cool.
way he used the fog behind it, just
Mhm.
for the pressure coming out of the mouth. Just yeah,
Yep.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it's cool.
He's got bad breath.
Yeah, no,
that's
that's
what
He's
I
got
good.
that
I like the
Kylab
composition on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a matter of like, I guess, taste or like what you're going for, because this could be very ACBA. I mean, Pablo, like in terms of like setup, I'm not saying exactly, but like he's got you have some. I would have liked to see some background scenery, like a rock, like like a tree or something that you usually put back there to give it a little bit of depth, or add a mountain or something to that backdrop, whatever. I don't know if he's using like a piece of cardstock or whatever. But it's mainly like the plants up front. I don't know. It's just like there's no static source of light. Am I wrong about that? There's light coming in from the left. There's light coming in from the right. It doesn't really look like he's outdoors. It looks like he's in an indoor set environment, basically.
Yeah.
Because the light on the foreground plants doesn't match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say that
It would
they're
be
too
very
much in
bright
shadow.
and have some So I love the setup. I like you said, love the
great
smoke.
fun idea.
Yeah.
Hey, go. Anybody else? Go ahead.
And Archer Hawk, by the way, wants to know how we're doing.
We're
doing
good.
Good, Archer.
Good.
You're doing good, Archer. Doing good.
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
a
some
cool
more,
idea. I don't know what that dragon's from, but it's pretty badass.
Yeah,
I
I like
might
that.
have instead of
Is
having
that
it coming in
McFarlane?
so.
It's a McFarlane Dragon.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe instead of having it coming in so
Oh, you merged two
horizontal,
photos. he
I
said.
might have had it coming in from the top right, and
Yeah.
Conan's kind of bottom left, and they're sort of coming in at an angle,
Yep.
or at least
Or even
angle
from
the dragon a
even
little
from the
bit
back, like have Conan towards the front and the
Mhm.
dragon in the back,
Yeah.
and that way the dragon could seem
bigger.
well. I mean, it's further away, but either way, actually, if you had him in the front, he's going to feel bigger, and you could actually kind of frame him with the wing and stuff. But I mean, let's.
This is actually kind of
me. That's all.
mm-hmm.
this is kind of what I find that I do a lot of the time. It's like I'll set up a shot like this, I'll take it, and then when I'm working on it in post, I'll be like, okay, I'm kind of getting a side scroller vibe, right? Like, maybe I should try like moving things around.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes when I go back and if the dial's on a piece, I can like move it all in one
Mm-hmm.
30 degrees. And then now you're actually following the flow of the action rather than it being just laid out in front of you. So
Yep.
kind of like just what you're
Yeah,
saying,
you guys
Trevor,
are-
kind of like a little bit farther back, like for perspective, but also like to kind of like to make it, to bring you into it more, like you're following one of the figures
Yeah, I
as
think
it's completing the
that's what Nate
action.
was saying. Like, yeah,
It's the one that
side scroller is actually a good description, and that can work to what you're doing and some
So
other
he
elements in the
merged.
shot.
Okay.
I think.
He merged
clever.
photos. He said.
Oh,
I think I would have
yeah.
brought the
That, like, that's awesome. That's so cool.
I love that going over the shield in front of
Yeah.
Conan. I
Yeah,
think you could
that's
have left
cool.
some of that in
Yeah,
front of him.
Jamie didn't catch that in the actual pic, though. I mean, you caught the ejection of the smoke, but not the.
I think I would have brought the two figures a little closer.
I'm going to
together.
He just
suspect
shot
that
this
he
all in one
almost
shot, I think.
took away. Maybe.
It's a really cool idea, man. I love the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I brought them a little closer together. The Conan a little closer toward the dragon there.
So you could have put that
Personally,
dragon in front of that hose, I think, and just crop the hose.
Yeah,
out.
like that. Oh, that there.
That
That
right there
looks
was
so
perfect.
cool. Like that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if he. It looks like there's smoke in. If you look at the image, it looks like there's smoke in front of Conan, but he may have like if he did a layering, like if he layered this and did a mask, he may have taken out some of the smoke in front of Conan for the reasons of like not obscuring him. But I actually would have obscured him a lot. Like I would have had like a lot of smoke over the top of him and just maybe, kept it so that he isn't completely obliterated, but like still had some smoke in front of him because I really liked where it was pouring over the shield. Looked great.
Yeah.
But it's a cool concept, man. I don't know. The
I
light
like it.
is
I
growing on
do
me a little
like
bit.
What's up, Pinsy Picks?
Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, we got 32 people in the chat. Let's hit that like button there, please. That would be
Ooh,
great.
nice.
Help the algorithm out. That'd be awesome. Pinsy Picks, how you doing, buddy?
That's nicely done, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, super cool idea, Archer.
Like the smoke.
Yeah.
But I think you could have just masked that the fog machine out and left it in the shot and just did it all as one shot, though. I think. I mean, with that hose,
Yeah.
just mask that hose out over here, or crop it out even.
That's the one thing I
don't know
do
how
like
it
about the
bends, but you could have
Elanzi.
probably.
I was gonna say the one thing I do like about the Elanzi fog machine is the bendy hose.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Bendy hose.
Yeah, but I can always buy one aftermarket. So
Yeah, exactly.
Bending hose now?
Let me know when you find one.
You
Pablo.
probably could have.
yeah, I'll let you know.
Again, Toy Miles After Dark. You probably could have hit it behind the top wing. You know what I mean? That would have been like an ACBA thing. Like you hide it behind, like if there was a stand, hide it behind the top wing and have it come down just behind the mouth.
Yeah.
Could have done that.
I would have just.
I thought. I know you don't want to hide Conan, but I would have like seen a little smoke around his like
just so the shield looks like it's actually parting it, because right now it doesn't look like that. It doesn't have that part like you saw in the video of it, where it was like parting the smoke. It was that really kind of dynamic.
Yeah. I mean, it's deflecting, but it did look really cool in the behind the scenes where it was kind of billowing over the top of it.
You should have showed us that. It looked too cool. Archer Hawkman, though, thank you so much for sharing, buddy. Thank you so much for sharing.
I like it.
Yeah, good shot.
Move on to the next one here today. We got Toy Master with some Miles Morales.
Sweet.
Hot toys.
Let me before we go on.
Using
like,
that radio
there's a
blur
little
again.
Yeah. Yep.
What was that, Trevor?
I just want to throw out a challenge maybe to people like
Ooh.
next one of the pics you've done, like take that, like if Archer had taken that picture and then kind of like what Greg was saying, not that you don't like it, maybe you still like that shot, in that angle that you got, but go back and change your angle, like go back and take another shot, use it as the second shot, but keep the setup as it is and just change your angle and see if something else, even if you don't love the way it comes out, let's see what it looks like. You know what I mean? Play with it.
That's what I ended up doing with that Doctor Who one, man.
We get stuck in those things. We think we got it in our heads and we're seeing it and it looks cool and I don't want to repose things and yada, yada, yada. But sometimes great stuff comes out of that. So
Yeah, I did that with the Power Rangers and the Gomez head swaps. Did the same thing. Did the two separate angles, two different head sculpts, and then took the Rangers and had them in similar like positions, just tilted the angle a little bit, just like moved them a little bit just to be more over the shoulder versus seeing chest and the side kind of thing. It does help. It does help because setting up and putting it away to set up again, it's a pain in the ass.
these are always great.
Yeah, these portraits of his are awesome.
I just don't know
I
why
like the
his colors are becoming more purple. If I agree with that per se.
Well, I think he chose that route. I think he went that route.
Purple and green, I
think-
love. Man, I actually love that combination.
It gives you more of that Prowler look. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we don't have Prowler yet. So this makes sense.
Swim Earth is referring back to the whole different angle things. There's a lot of times when I go back, and this is how I found again just recently the Doctor Who one the issues is I sent it you guys and you were like, but when I was doing my BTS and I was playing with camera angles there, that's a lot of the times I'll find another shot just doing that. Like you go back and like watch your BTS angles and stuff and be like, ooh, I came out with the camera looking like from this angle, and I'm like, maybe I should have shot him from that angle. So a lot of times that's happened to me.
I was doing this once live, like a behind the scenes, like on Instagram, and I just took my phone and moved it around. And like, even if you don't want to move your camera because you got things set kind of the way you think you want them or whatever, take your phone and just like look at your phone with the camera and just literally just move that around the set. And there's going to be times when you see it and you go, oh, wait a minute, that arm the way it is or that wing can like totally be a frame for this other figure, and it could look, trying to figure that out. So it could be cool.
Yep.
Ladies, our
Try
shot.
it. Just try it.
Have a great night, Archer.
Still a good shot.
Thank you for participating, man.
I kind of want to see that
Cold
shot
night.
from behind Conan. Like from behind the shield. Like take the picture from behind the shield and then see the smoke beam. Like,
yeah.
I think that would be a tight shot.
Or what would have been an even tighter shot, do it from the, like Trevor's favorite position, tops down, above the dragon.
Whoa. Let's not talk about my favorite position.
Yeah, exactly. Well, have the dragon be the point of reference, the smoke coming from underneath him to kind of create the illusion of the smoke hitting the shield, and just have Conan just holding it there from above, and you can see it from above.
Well, that's what I was saying. Instead of doing it, like I think it would look cool if we get it from behind Conan's perspective, shoot it from his shoulder, but have the shield up and looking up at the dragon, and then have the smoke coming straight at the shield, so that way you can see where the shield breaks the smoke to the sides. And I'm pretty sure that smoke is going to act like a bounce, also bounce whatever light onto Conan. And I think it'll have a nice effect.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I'm going to try that tonight. I
was thinking about more of what he had in his environment right then and there, because to take that angle, you have to have something above. You get what I'm saying? So doing it from the top, he already has everything set out towards the floor.
That's true.
Thinking about it from that perspective.
That's true.
Yeah. Back to Toy Master though, because he's here. And I just now read it, Team Prowler, so this is why he's going that purple route. So.
I figured it out.
I just didn't know if it was this choice of lighting that changed it to purple unintentionally or not. So I could have read and found that out, but
no, because he's shot Miles already before, and he has the red and black. So obvious. I mean, it was obvious that there was intention that he intended for it to be purple and green.
Yeah. Great stuff, though, man. Great stuff.
I love this. Love it. Super graphic, and it's super. Yeah, it's a great portrait.
All right, Toy Master, thanks so much for sharing that. We're gonna move on though. Doughboy snaps. And he's telling the Terminator what to do.
Stand on one leg.
Stand on one leg. Stand on one leg. What's up, 808 Michigan? How you doing, buddy?
Go Lions! Woo! Heck yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Go Lions.
That background dial is like perfect for this.
Yeah, it is.
It's lit well too. It's like the actual lighting from the film is nice.
And this is a perfect example of not trying to overshow what you're using for props and stuff too. Because I mean, you're gonna be wanting to show the rest of the back end of that car, right? But you're cutting that off. You're cropping that down, and you're not showing the other tail light. And I like it. I like that you had
enough foreground elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that too.
It's great.
That the strength there. So.
Yep.
And that whole damn movie was shot with like a blue gel, so this is like perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Although I don't think that's John Connor. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not sure
my-
either.
That's Miles.
Miles got some flat hair. Yeah, Miles with somebody else's head sculpt.
That's Miles. He has the red hoodie and the blue jacket.
It's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
great
stuff on the
setup.
ground is great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so much detail, so much depth in the shot.
Mm-hmm. Well
I
done.
like the
background's awesome.
reflection of the stuff on the here's I guess this is the playing cards, but reflecting on the bumper.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the Mafex Terminator?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
It looks like it by the elbow
Well,
joint.
wait, no.
That's what he's got tagged, not facts. The
Yeah.
very last hashtag.
By that elbow joint, it's not a NECA. So
Well, I had to zoom in. I'm like, get a closer look because it doesn't look like matted like the NECA one. The NECA one doesn't have that gloss on the jacket.
Mhm.
So makes sense.
It's a good shot. No, good shot, man.
It's great. It's really good. Awesome.
We're all set. Doughboy, man, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Move
Hey,
on.
what is that?
Ooh, look at this nice tight crop of Buzz Lightyear. This is really
Oh
cool.
man,
Like a movie still thing, like they did with a promo for him.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like a movie
It looks like the
poster.
promo tease. It looks like the tease.
mm-hmm.
That's
That's a
cool.
good shot. Yeah.
Figure arts looks so good.
Is it the figure arts or is it that 110 scale one?
If it's the 1/10 scale one, I'll be surprised. Let's see what he has here. Nope, it's
1/10.
figure arts.
It is figure arts. I see it. Yep, tagged. Yep.
It's not
Yeah.
the Hot Toys one. What?
No, the Hot
No,
Toys
it's not a
one-
Hot Toys one. It's another. I don't know the name of the company. Actually, Mr. Lee did a review on it.
Yeah, it's the same company that did the Optimus Prime and the Grimlock. So
3-0?
No. The one that talks and moves and dances with your voice. And you
Robson?
hear
that company.
phone?
Yeah.
that company.
Robson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robs. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
let me interrupt real quick.
$1,000. I'm not doing it. Nope, sorry.
Let me interrupt real quick. 808, which messaging format did you use there, man? Because I'm trying to find that message. R3 Toys. In my side hustle of sport portraits, the lighting, posing, and composition is similar to toy photos, which is why I started in. And I do probably 200 shots of different poses and angles for 4 pics.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do that a lot myself.
So take lots of photos from multiple angles. There you go.
Yep.
All right. So 808, was that Facebook? I just need to know who I need to look for. I know you're Kenneth. I just wasn't. Anyway. Yeah.
Where's 808 at in Michigan? I'm curious.
I don't know, man.
808's I just looked it up. It's a Hawaiian area code, so I'm just
Aloha.
Aloha if you are in Hawaii, man.
Aloha.
That was so confusing.
Oh. Well,
This is a nice
that
shot,
Dark
man.
Wolf, that dark wolf thing, man. Can I tell you, like, it's killing me seeing all the shot, knowing that we won't have it up here in Canada for like a month. It's
man.
it's just it's my IG. It's like painful to look at each day to see all these shots. Like, oh.
Dude,
Why does
I
everything
have
take
to
so
wait 2
long
more
to get
weeks.
like literally just like it's just right
Yeah,
there.
it's
You're right
I
there.
know.
I know.
I see Canada outside my work window, man. It's not that far.
Listen. It's painful that I can have it now, but I can't because I have to wait 2 more weeks. I got other bills to pay. Hot toys.
No.
It's
So
like
actually, about this shot, I mean, you guys, I think you have more sort of equipment than I do. Is this something where you would use like a polarizing lens to kind of get that softness for the umbra around it, or because this looks really, really good? I'm always wondering how people sort of get that soft effect.
I
That
think
glow.
that's just over
Yeah.
brightening the background there. I think it's
But he could have too shot it through the softbox behind the figure and lit it with the
Yeah, that's what I
softbox.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then
Yeah.
maybe a little bit. Of
Well, I
atmosphere with it.
mean, yes, yeah. This like yeah, exactly, like some sort of like a softbox or something out there to soften the light, but like just a super bright light, right? I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You don't really
Yeah.
need any filter to do that. I don't think.
no. Oh, you would have to manipulate the what was it? The saturation, contrast, and blurs to kind of like make it darker on the edges versus where it's bright, because that brightness is going to be very powerful, and it's going to just have that effect regardless of when you start messing with the settings and changing the sharpness and the blur and the depths of shadows. Like I do it on my phone, and you can do it on the camera. And
I'm just wondering whether.
So it's crazy. You can do that, and it's simple. It's just a light, and that's it. You know, just a light. Like have that light
like
just tilted here, and everything else.
It's all your camera settings at that point. It's just a light behind it.
Yeah,
like doing it in like post and Lightroom, that's no problem. But I'm just because I see people take these shots and they seem like raw shots sometimes, and I'm always impressed by them. Like this one here, it's because it's not so bright, it's blowing it out. Like you still see all the detail without it being a wash. And it's really nice.
I think it's just shot in with the softbox as the backdrop and a reflector in the front. You know.
All right, Rogerio says use the loom panel behind and fill the rest with white and post.
There you go.
Yeah, it's an SH figure art, so you don't need a full softbox. You can just use the loom cube panel.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's small.
Nice.
Tom W says a black mist filter can give you that effect to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask, did you? So I'm assuming you added the grain post then, right? Or do you guys not see all the grain? I see a lot of grain on this shot.
Well, there's a lot of grain in it. It could just be low light.
Could be
Well,
the ISO.
low light from
ISO or something. High ISO.
Because I was gonna say that's another way of doing that. Get that soft glow effect is messing with your ISO, to get all that light in. But it would have to be at a really high ISO. But that'll bring in grain. But I'm wondering whether the grain is natural or did he do it in post? Because it looks good either way. Like I like the grain because it gives it that film look, like that movie look. So it works. But I'm just curious whether it was done in post or if it was.
I gotta think
like
that's
in
almost
camera.
post because like the loom cube panel with an SH figure arts, like you wouldn't need that much light from that. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to bump up your ISO to like get that light. You know what I mean? It's not a dim light by any stretch of the imagination. It's like really pretty bright. So I think I think it's probably a post thing.
Yeah, he says post. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
It looks
Cool
good
idea.
though. I like
Cool
it. Yeah,
shot, cool crowd. Yeah, I dig it.
Nice, yeah.
yeah. It looks just like
man.
the tease when they first teased the movie.
94 left.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you, Rogerio.
Marathon,
Appreciate it.
Thank
Move
you.
on to the next one. Oh,
Nice.
more
I like
Rogerio.
this
Look at the
angle.
little guy here, man. This
Another
guy.
top down.
Top
You're
down.
just pandering to Trevor, man. You're pandering.
Hashtag top down.
No, don't do that.
It's hashtag top down Tuesdays. Hashtag top down Tuesdays.
Try the fish. You're right.
Thank you. You're always took your waitress.
This is awesome. I like this shot.
It's fun, yeah. Like the light coming in there from the top.
From the
and just looking right at you as the viewer, and the sword coming right up to you.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Like us, I'm ready to take you on. I may be small, but
Yeah,
bring it.
Yeah, I like the light coming from the top left there too.
Yeah.
It's nice.
it is a good shot.
Really
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah, great perspective on this.
I kind
I don't know
of
if you, I don't know if you can, but I might have put a little twist in the sword just so you can see the edge of the sword. I don't know if you can do it or not, but just to give
Yeah.
the sword a little more dimension. But that's all.
Yeah.
I could see that, or just hitting it with a handheld, like just to kind of like give it a little.
Oh,
bit of
just to
edge,
outline.
something
Yeah,
better
just
in
to
post.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was
nice. Very
gleaming
nice.
at the top. Like this is where like I could see like a little gleam. You know what I mean? Like it can be overused on a sword or something like that. But like in this case, it's just kind of like this cute little thing. So
All right.
Yeah, good shot, man. Fantastic.
Very good, man. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
JP
JP Rex. There's JP Rex.
Nice.
Sweet.
We got some dinosaurs.
Every time I see this, man, I think of Devil Dinosaur because of that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a cool shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll dig us.
Focus is good.
I like that the shadow's not harsh. Like,
Yes.
because it's like you can tell he's inside the tree line, like under the tree, the canopy, but you don't see the harsh shadows from the canopy on top of it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Great
I
job.
like how he's coming out of the trees entirely, man. It's just
Mhm.
nice. Like he's just kind of edging his way out. And he's kind of looking forward, like he's stalking something. So I'm
Mhm.
really happy with that.
Trying to reach with those little hands of his.
Cut my toenails. Toy attic in the
Also,
house. Evening, fellas.
What's going on,
I
Toyota?
like that it's in
What's up?
IMAX too. Yeah, it's nice and wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot, JP Rex. Good shot.
Any thoughts for
I think I
JP?
would have
Or
taken
just-
that one stem out of the middle there, like either moved it or
That one?
because everything else, everything else looks like
Get
it's like
diffused.
yeah, it's diffused and it looks like you're closer to the leaves, so they're out of focus. Where that one looks like almost like. I mean, listen, this is Jurassic period, so like it could be giant leaves. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That I mean, I would have like just taken scissors to that and just gone, snip.
Or just the hot spot in front of the. No, I know he's looking out of the canopy. It's some bright light, but it still could be a little bit
Yeah.
softer. But
Well, again, you could do that thing that I talked last week is like take another layer. If you're doing Photoshop, I don't know if everybody's doing Photoshop, but like just take a little bit of that color and just like do a real like 20% brush over the top of that, and that would take that down that hot spot a little bit.
yeah.
I mean, there's 1,000 ways to do that. So
Great shot, though. Good composition. Love it.
yeah, this is a really nice.
Yeah.
This is a really nice shot.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Good
I know,
stuff.
I know JP Rex loves his dinosaurs, man, but I want to see him do some of that anthropomorphic dinosaurs that we've been getting recently from that toy company from 5K.
Oh yeah.
I want to see him take the shot with that. I want to see him go crazy with that.
You heard it, JP Rex. You heard it here. Local Lou is throwing down the gauntlet. He wants an anamorphic widescreen dinosaur thing from
Dinosaur
5K
thing.
Toy. I don't know what that means.
He's enabling you to go out and spend $80 on a.
I know, right? I was about to say that too. It's like-
Right here. Right here. Look at this bad boy.
No, hold on, Lou. I gotta give you the camera.
This shit right here. Look at that.
Yeah, I gotta
I
get
don't know
that
if
big
that's
one. I
gonna
like
be
the
up his
big one.
alley.
Is that the big one, or is that the small one? That's not the big one.
This is the little commander. This is like the leader.
Yeah.
He's not the T-Rex. I want the T-Rex. I can't wait for him to be released.
X
Yeah,
Toy.
XE Toys. XE Toys. Yep.
Thanks a lot, guys. Maybe we'll do once day, Lou. All right. See ya. I like how this guy's cold, man. That's pretty awesome. He's Alpha Raptor, and this one's cold. This one's like, hey, man, I like Christmas, and you're eating my reindeer. And he's like,
Yeah.
dude, I was hungry. I don't know
Oh,
what
he
to say.
wants a piece of that reindeer.
He's like, Rudolph saying, get in my belly.
What a cool shot. A cool concept. He did pretty good matching the lighting with the background in the foreground.
Yeah. Nice, even balance of light there.
The whites and the shadows and the blacks match pretty well. Good job. Yeah, he's getting a lot better at matching his backgrounds.
I thought it was
That one he did last week with the
Yeah.
factory was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah,
The blending, yeah.
The lumberyard or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool shot.
I'm
I
curious
like it. I
why
like
he
the
wanted to
idea.
put the scarf on the dinosaur, but other than that, like it's a cool shot.
Hey man,
It's a cutesy shot. This supposed to be.
Well, it's kind of cute, but he's eating a reindeer. Like,
the dinosaur's like, I'm cold blooded. I need warmth, or I'm gonna just fall over and die.
yeah, but it's
See,
just
and
his
this is-
neck,
and this
like,
is-
you know,
this
wear
is
some
the moment-
gloves and some boots.
This is the moment in the movie where Trevor's reindeer warrior came in to take revenge for.
Right.
for
It's a good looking reindeer.
yeah, it is.
Could use
Nice.
that.
Cool
I think
shot.
that's a Hobby Lobby one. It looks like it's stagnant.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of reindeer, does anyone know if
That'd
the
be a good
naughty or
background.
nice is that pre-order done
know
and
if-
did they meet it? I hope.
I hope
so.
it did.
I got a bunch
Yeah,
of those reindeer ordered.
same here. I hope so too.
All right, kids. Alpha Raptor Man, thanks so much for sharing that one. Let's
Yeah,
move
fun.
on to the next one. Pablo again. You've already had
Hey.
two. Moving on.
Oh,
Anything you want
well,
to
this
talk
is a
about this
great
one
shot, though.
specifically, Pablo?
I love this shot though too.
How big is that?
I
seahorse?
think it's huge, man.
It's huge.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
It's big.
Where do you get the seahorse from? Where's that from?
I,
Marlin.
McFarlane, yeah, some Aquaman too.
Oh, no,
That
no
nobody saw.
thanks.
I think I want it because it's cheaper than getting the Wave Rider, and just have
Oh yeah, it's a lot cheaper than the Wave Rider for sure.
Yeah, and kind of have what's his name Baron Benz ride that bad boy. See, look, there's an idea.
Yeah, I was thinking about shooting Atticus on him.
Yeah, that would be a good
Pablo.
idea. Actually. Yeah.
You can still Pablo, don't worry. It's okay.
No, I this shot was fun. This shot was by accident too, because I already had gills on the Seahorse, and then I was messing around with Typhoon, and I happened to put Typhoon to the side, and it grabbed onto the horse. And I was like, wait a minute, I can put the tentacles around the horse. I was like, I went ahead and set up the shot. I was like, hell yeah.
Another tip: just throw your toys around at each other.
Yeah, just ideas will come. And then of course I have some of the stuff that I printed that Mike sent me. I printed the barrels, the cannon. You can see it on the ground on the bottom.
Happy accidents, baby. Happy
accidents. And then of
You
course
just
the
feel like you
background.
need a little bit more atmosphere in here, though, to give it kind of a watery feel, because it's so bright and vibrant, and it doesn't have any of that, because
They're in the Bahamas.
light. Well, the water still diffuses light, and I feel like it needs some atmosphere, just kind of give you that depth.
Not if it's in a fish tank.
I think they're in the Bahamas, Maz. They're in the Bahamas. I
Whatever,
think.
man.
They're
I still
in front of
maintain that it
they're in
needs to
front
be
of
raining
Atlantis.
outside that doorway with Jason standing there.
All right, we can move on.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you use the fog in this one or no?
No, I didn't use the fog in this one at all.
Oh, okay.
I was going to,
Yeah,
but
that
I
can
didn't like
give
the
you
way
that
it looked. It
underwater
was
feel,
taken
too.
away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took away from it. Like it looked weird.
It made it soupy, didn't it?
I don't know. It had a weird
Just
look. I mean, I
blowing
had the
around
shots
and
still.
stuff?
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, and it ruined my lighting for some reason. It was taking away from the transparency of the figures, and I
The
didn't like the
fog
way it looked.
refracts light. It's going to bounce it all over the place.
Well, for those of you that have kids, you know what it means when the pool gets foggy.
Oh,
Yep.
yes, it does.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that means. Those swimmers are not meant for that.
Ooh.
Anyway, back to Target, man. Optimus Prime in the house with Lone Roach.
Lone
Love the
Roach.
shot. Chris killed
And
it.
the Mezit in the back.
Yep.
Got a little grub back there.
Yeah.
Gotta get that.
Love the angle, love the depth, love the lighting, love the pose.
Yeah, I love that
I
low
love
angle.
that boombox. That boombox back there is
Just
such
that
a nice
hit of red there is really cool.
Yeah.
I got the green one that comes with Union Gomez. So the red one comes with Lone Wolf?
Yeah, this red one comes with the Lone Roach. Yep.
Oh, look, Lou's showing off his box.
How dare you, Lou? How dare you?
I think there's a lot of floor and a stair until you get to the figure. I would probably come in and get rid of the bottom stair at least, and just have the floor.
Is it a stair? I thought it was a shadow.
Thank
No,
you.
I think it's a
Thank you,
stair.
Mike.
That's like he's photographed. You're looking in at him from outside, and there's a stair, and then there's the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I would come in over the stair and just have the floor there.
Yeah, I didn't
I
even
think
see
it's
that.
a bit too much.
I think you
Yeah.
can
I
have
don't
a little
understand
bit.
how
I'm
these
glad you
bars
said that
inside
because I was going to say that, and it's like, oh, that's typical. crop it a little.
You know,
It's just
he actually got features here, and they cropped it down to exactly that.
oh okay.
Oh, really?
It looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
this would have looked nice at the 4x5, and then they would have chopped off that bottom portion. Like
You would have got rid of the white bars too.
yeah.
You squared
Pablo,
up with it.
because you thought that this was the head that came with the Lone Roach. This is the head that comes with the Lone Roach, the white.
We're not even showing the Lone
okay.
Roach thing right now. We're going.
No, I'm showing Pablo only. You don't have to big me
Yeah,
up.
you don't have to bring in the window. Yeah, I know. It's the one with the red paint. That's right. Okay, I remember.
No good, I can't maneuver.
Stay on target.
We're too close.
Stay on.
I'm gonna remember that when we start talking about your stuff, Maz. Stay on target.
Anyway, this isn't yours or his. Anyway, Optimus Prime though, beautiful shot. I do love it. I love the lighting on the Lone Roach himself. I love the pose. But I do agree that it kind of I want to crop it in kind of more in here.
A tighter crop. Yeah.
Here,
Actually, I think Trevor has it.
Oh gosh, Trevor brought the crop monster out.
Yep, look at that.
Yeah, that's
The cropness
exactly what I was
monster.
trying
There you go. Yeah.
Because you leave enough depth to show
yeah,
that you're
look at
looking
that.
in from outside.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
He's
works.
right on that plane.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
Is that
still
right on the-
works. I
is that
like
the
this
4/5?
down here. Like, it doesn't have to go up to the floor so that the floor. I like this kind of a void. I
No,
don't know
yeah,
what it
that's
is,
nice.
but-
That's
yeah.
what I.
But I
that's
just
what
think
was talking
you're right. I think that one next little level of light there
Where the light
is
was hitting it,
almost
yeah.
a little distracting, and
Mhm.
my eye keeps trying to figure out the
What that is.
surface.
Yeah.
Like whether it is a step or whether it's like a shadow of a beam or something like that. Whereas this is like all I'm seeing right here is here. This is
Yeah,
it.
that's awesome. That does take it up a level.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Good call.
also cool. It's also cool like that ratio you have it there because it looks like the Hiroshige woodcuts, like they're all at this ratio, you know.
Mm,
Yes. Yeah. Good call. That's
Mhm.
cool. Yeah.
that's true.
No, it's a great shot, man. I mean, it's the lighting is freaking gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
And I like the fog, the atmosphere. Yeah.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that. Much appreciated, Optimus.
Good stuff.
Moving on, we got Rippic Tan.
Ooh.
This is Merrick
That's a nice shot.
from
Very
Ahsoka. Actually, I like the last one he did because he's in a whole bunch of them. But no, this one here, I you're able to see him a little bit better. I kind of like that, but he's got he's kind of cute here.
There's all sorts
Wait,
of
the
stuff
last
going on
one?
here. This is like
But the
two
last
different
one
ideas.
is
With Deadpool?
that's the last. That's the one I like the most.
That's funny. That's nice. Yeah, I like that one.
I don't really,
Oh, actually, is it the
really
last
know
one?
what's
No,
going
he's got
on
the
here.
BTS stuff too.
I think I like the one before that one. That
This?
one. Mhm.
I feel like he's too dark.
Yeah, I agree
So I
with
like
Miles.
the second one. I like the second one where it's just a little bit of like.
Oh, I didn't even see
The
the
second
second one.
one's nicely. This one.
Yeah.
No, not that one. That one.
Yeah, that one.
This
Okay,
one's
yeah.
nicely. I mean, I think I would have liked a little more like light coming up from underneath, just a little bounce card or something, just to give some dimension to that front of that helmet. But I like I like the godlight coming down from the top, and I like the fog sort of defining the silhouette of the figure. It's
Yeah,
I like
that's
this
what I like. Mm-hmm.
Give a shout out real quick to Realm of Toys. What's up, buddy? 808 says, "What photo apps are you guys using for most of your shoots?"
No,
Light-
no apps here.
I'm
I just
using
use the shutter on my phone to control the Canon camera.
I'm using Lightroom, and that's for post.
Same.
Yeah, Lightroom,
about it.
Photoshop.
Yeah,
Well, then
Lightroom-
again, Photoshop and all those are considered apps now. So yeah, I guess Photoshop. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what he means. I don't know, not like a phone app or something, but
yeah.
Yeah, Photoshop and Bridge. I use Bridge and Photoshop. I don't like using Lightroom.
You gotta be a rebel, huh, Dottie?
using Lightroom.
Mm-mm. I like to have more
So good for
control of
organizing.
where I put the photos.
Well, yeah, you can do that. It's just a little more work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the ass.
All right.
Good
So-
shot though. Yeah, this is I agree with Trevor. The second one is
I'm gonna have to
Yeah, one of those
disagree,
lighter
and I'm gonna put Jason out in the rain because that's where he
I like
needs
that
to
one
be.
too, though.
Right there, man.
It's fun.
that's a fun shot, but like the more dark, mysterious one is that second
Yeah,
one.
it's cool.
I think the only thing missing from this shot is like Deadpool with a finger like a swoosh kind of.
Yeah, I don't like I think if you'd played up like the fact that this, spoiler alert, this guy's like made of like gas, like him
He's a
like
fog
poking
monster.
him and the smoke coming out of him or
Yeah.
something, I don't know. Like I don't know why Deadpool is behind him. Like it's just like it's kind of a non sequitur. It just doesn't.
And then
make
on
any
this one, I
sense.
think I would have kept the
cute.
focus on that. Front,
Yeah, I would
figure
have
in the front,
focused,
not Deadpool. Yeah, I would have kept the
Yeah.
focus on the.
Yeah.
All right, Rip. Thanks so much for sharing, buddy.
Sweet.
All right.
Oh, you can
Pablo.
skip it. You can skip it.
Oh, Pablo.
Pablo. All right, we got the Adrian. What? This guy's all bloody. He's sledgehammer. What kind of wrestling is this?
Right.
Why does he have a sledgehammer in the wrestling ring?
Don't they have sledgehammers in the wrestling ring?
They shouldn't. Those are
It's
dangerous.
actually a shorter list of what they don't have in the rest of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
They
because
don't have is wrestling.
ladders, chairs,
Yeah.
sledgehammers.
What they don't have is
no white-
wrestling.
Yeah, that's what they
funny.
don't have.
This is a cool shot. Was the figure bloodied already, or did you bloody it?
Looks like he bloodied it.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah,
see it.
that's
Yeah.
Good
I
for
see the
you.
running there.
That's the way to do it. That's the way
Yep.
to do it, man.
Yeah.
Shit washes off real easy. You can do it, and it looks great. This looks like real blood, man. This looks real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, straight
Man,
up and
you
down,
guys-
cool. I like what he used for the crowd there. Although that guy in the lower
Yeah.
left corner looks like some sort of like mutant. I'm not really sure what's going on.
He does.
Like a
It's the guy
reflection
from
or
the-
something.
It almost
Goonies.
looks like
The Goonies. It's the
yeah,
Goonies. Guy.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep, it was the Goonies. I was
Yeah.
about to say the Goonies guy.
Yeah.
Hills have eyes or something.
The hills have eyes.
That's right. Yeah, that guy too. Yeah.
Sledgehammer. Kate.
Very cool.
2024.
A good shot.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. I like it.
That's good.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna get one more here, Adrian. Thanks for sharing.
Mikey.
We got Mikey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Mikey.
This is awesome, Mike.
great. This
Beautiful.
Is
Yeah, this is cool.
yeah. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite shots of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, if only the horse was real. Could you do that?
He looks pretty good for a fake horse, though.
Yes. Yep.
Cool, man. Love the shield you made too.
Oh, you made
thanks.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Say,
made
where'd
that
come
shield?
from?
Yeah, I
Yeah, he made
designed
the
that.
shield. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a cool ass shield, man. And you like painted it perfect. It matches him perfectly. It looks just like something he'd be carrying with his armor and everything. The colors you got on him.
Mm-hmm.
Great job with
Yeah.
that, man.
Love the light.
Mike, anything you want to tell us about this? You're very quiet.
Nope, it's a guy. It's a Legion builder on a horse carrying a shield.
Yeah, that's very anticlimactic to end on.
You guys
like the
tell me
tail.
about it. I mean, I can. Well, I did that because between the piece of foam in the back, so I had some foam in the back, and then I had some moss on top of the foam, and there was a space between the edge of the foam and the back of the Legion builder, and I just filled it with the horse tail. So
Gotcha.
that way there wasn't
Okay.
any empty space back there. So
This is the
And it's an
headless
Adobe
horseman
stock.
image too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a Adobe stock image in the back on the screen, just a partial sky. And
We
then
did
there's
a
some
great job
dial
matching
pieces.
the light.
Yeah, I like how the lights hitting the lower
Yeah.
left part of the horse down there by like
Mhm.
the collar and the
Yeah.
rein there.
Yeah, I've got a dial piece there with a hole in it, sort of a ruined dial piece of a ruined building, and I put a loom cube in the far back. There's a softbox over top with a gobo, and the softbox is shooting through that to break up the light pattern on the Legionnaire, and then behind him, where you're talking about, is an orange gelled loom cube shining just enough to get through the piece of the broken dial to shine on the horse and the Legion builder. So it's and 1, 2, and then I think I got a reflector on the other side. So it's 1, 2 lights and a reflector.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice work, man.
So is the lens flare
So
natural
nice.
then, or did you do that in their post?
The lens flare is in post. That little
Okay.
tiny 2 dots right there.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured it'd be a lens flare there in real life, so I figured I'd add a little one. I don't normally add lens flares to the shots,
No,
but
really, I've
I
never
think
heard
it
of this one.
kind of called for it right there.
808 Michigan says, if you guys are looking for really good blood effects, try Green Stuff World.
Oh yeah.
Coagulated blood stuff is awesome.
Yeah, that's true. I have seen it on YouTube recently. Actually.
I usually blend my own, but I would love to have something that actually works well that I could just get
Especially
published.
coagulated blood. That'd be pretty nice.
The stuff you don't want to use is the stuff they sell at Walmart during Halloween, because that will stain
No,
your stuff
that will
permanently.
Yeah,
When I think of green stuff, I think of the stuff that goes in your flat tires for your bicycles. Isn't that green stuff, or is that tire
No,
slime?
green
Oh,
stuff
not-
is the
that's green stuff.
molding clay.
It's the
isn't it?
How do you
yeah,
say
it's
Green
leak
stuff?
cleaner.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when
Okay.
you had the green stuff
No,
webbing,
that's
remember? Mike?
green.
Shit.
There's another green thing
Green
that's
shit.
green. Good stuff or green. I can't remember. I
I
don't
think it is called green stuff. Or is it
Green Stuff World is the
the
site you
cleaner?
buy it from, and they have
Yeah.
a coagulated blood.
Yeah, because Mike
Thanks,
has some
Toy
of
Merchant.
the webbing.
I do.
Yeah, remember the airbrush webbing? It's the same company.
Oh yeah,
That's-
the
that's
airbrush. Oh, that's from them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's green
okay.
stuff. Yeah, that's the green stuff world. Yep.
Okay.
You guys are a
Yeah,
bunch
that's
of wusses. I just slice off with my finger and
I use my own blood.
That's right. The Michigan way.
And then they, like, and they will be like, no
we
one
do it in
blood.
Detroit, man.
And then they will have to tell the toys like, no one makes me bleed my own blood.
Put my blood, sweat, and tears into my photos.
That's right, man.
Mostly tears.
I have been doing that lately, especially with all the resin printing I've been doing lately. A lot of my blood and tears have been going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good shot, Mike. This is awesome. You did awesome with this. I love the lighting on this. It's like fantastic.
We'll leave it with that for the week here. It's just after 8 o'clock Eastern. So
Okay,
we got
so
that.
we got through 26 of these tonight, and we have 87 more to go. So nobody submit anything for the next
Until
2
we
weeks.
catch up.
We don't need to
Well,
catch
June.
up.
It's gonna be 2 weeks
That'll-
to go through.
That'll be the
If
end
we,
of the
get,
show.
if we get an average of 26 to 30 a week, and we got 80 now, we're already 3 weeks out. So
Do you think you guys would consider like maybe knocking it down to one per person?
Well, we normally have, but the thing is like a person would
Pablo
post
can't help
one, and
himself.
then-
That's all.
and I
That's
can't
it.
help myself. Yeah,
That's the real reason. That's the real reason.
No, but
yeah.
it's tough though. It's
It
tough
is
'cause,
tough.
you know, you don't know what week it is. You know, like people are just submitting, and you don't know. We're not going by like
Yeah.
week. Like, oh, that was that for that week. I mean, I guess we could look at it that way or something. But it's
And then
tricky
honestly, I
with
think
the
a lot of people
tags.
do tag like today. Like I think a lot of people tag their photos today. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I shared the post that we're gonna be online, and then don't forget to
Yep.
tag
Yeah.
your shots.
Yeah.
Because I see a big boost in tags after that.
Yeah.
Good. Keeps them coming back. For they never know when
It's
they're
too
going to
bad
be
the
on.
hashtags don't work, because then we could just do like a weekly hashtag and just like announce it on the
Yeah.
show and just like go tag your shots right now.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
That would, yeah, that would be
Just
good.
add a
idea.
1, 2, 3, or 4, maybe. I don't know. Like per the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to tag an account because you can't even hashtag anymore because they just don't work.
Yeah, the hashtags are just
No.
completely broken.
Well, thanks a ton, you guys, for
Well,
having.
thank you for being
on,
here,
man.
guys.
A lot of
Yeah,
fun. I
thank
love
you
the
so
show.
much.
I always try to catch it, and at least on a replay. So
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad
Good
you guys were
stuff,
able to make it.
Good meeting you, Greg.
Yeah,
Good
Yes.
meeting you.
definitely
Good meeting you,
guys.
Greg, in
That's
person.
great.
Good.
Or at least.
Good seeing you, Nate.
Greg, you
Good
got
seeing
anything
you,
coming
man.
up, man, before you go? Anything you want to pitch before you go?
Kind of. There's something I'm working on. I've been working on some customs this past week.
Nice.
And the idea is like I've got just a backlog of custom parts. So I'm trying to kind of put something together. So hopefully for sale, but I'm trying to do something a little different. So I'll
cool.
leave it at that.
cool,
Nice.
man. Can't wait to see.
Yeah.
Nate, what do you got going on there, buddy?
Trying to shoot when I can shoot, man. I'm slammed at work, so I don't know if I'm going to get in anything until maybe this next weekend's collab, but we'll see. I got a bazillion ideas like everybody and not that much
Yeah.
time to shoot, so do it when I can.
There you
I feel you. Pablo, who do we got next week again?
Next week we got the Kill Cutter.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet. Chuck.
go. Oh, wow.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I take that back. Sorry, I take that back. Kill Cutter will be on the
30th.
on the 30th. Yes.
Yeah, that's next week.
We may have a special guest also on the 30th, but I don't know yet. I don't want to advertise it. If he shows up, he shows up, and it'll be fantastic if he does.
If he
It'll be a
does.
surprise guest.
He does.
And next week,
This is the
is
30th.
Tuesday?
That's
They said Casper was on next week, wasn't he?
No, on the 6th.
On the
Oh yeah,
6th,
next week
okay.
is the 30th already. Yeah. Okay.
that's what I
So
just told you.
okay, yeah. So Kill
Yeah.
Cutter will be on there, and we may have a special guest. Just pop up depending.
Nice.
If he's available. Right, Luke.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
By the
and,
way, just-
whoever watches Legion's Lounge, and if you don't, what's the matter with you?
Yes, go watch these.
We've moved our show to next Monday, so
Oh,
if you're looking for that.
yeah.
Nice.
Just before we go, I also like to say, like, thinking out there, I've told lots of people about this show and stuff, and like for myself, I've learned so much from like this panel. Like honestly, like I feel that the stuff I'm putting out has improved so much from the show, and the feedback I get from people who I direct to the show, they're saying the exact same thing. So, man, like you guys are doing a great service to the hobby. So
absolutely. Yeah, whether you submit a photo or not, you should still watch it because you're going to pick up a ton of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think any critique shows like this, and there's not many of them, but you can definitely learn something, just even if it's not your work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Don't be afraid to submit either. Just not now. Don't submit anything for the next 3 weeks. Please.
I will try not to tag.
Especially you.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I can confirm that's a lie.
I will take down my black and whites.
Lies detected.
Thanks, Quincy. Thanks a lot, man. Before we go too, I also want to pitch that I do have shirts for sale, and I got the newest one, which is
Sweet.
Nice.
going up on the site now.
Yeah, that one came out really nice on the white.
it did.
They're linked in the description, and Nate and Greg's information is all linked in the description. Everybody here, their Instagrams or whatever links I could find for them are in the description below. I always put them in there when I make a new show. So everybody that we've ever had on is in that description below.
Cool.
I do want to say also, I do have my prints available for sale, but you would have to DM me on IG. I have the prints pinned on my IG account. I'm having some issues with Etsy, so I'm just doing it direct. Since I have all the prints myself anyways, I can ship them. So yeah, so I have my prints available for sale already.
Nice.
Well, let me plug myself then too, if I can.
Yeah,
Plug yourself.
I've got my Patreon, I've got Etsy, and I've got my personal website. If you're looking for 3D printed props, painted or unpainted,
good stuff too, man.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Unless
If
you
you
need a
need some
Dr.
stuff,
Dim throne. Then...
anyway, yeah. So yeah, 3D
Love you,
printed
Mike.
props, painted and stuff, and I design stuff. And if you got something you think you might want designing, if I can do it, I will. Except a Dr. Doom throne. So
Yeah.
I need it.
I've got a lot of Mythic Legion stuff too, man, like carts and barrels.
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
Oh, it's good
all
stuff.
kinds
Now that Trevor's got his
Definitely
Dr.
good
Doom figure, you're gonna make a throne, and he'll just get one first.
For me,
No, for me, I got mine first.
I got stuff up on Etsy. Still some calendars left. Mouse pads,
Nice.
Yeah. Prints,
Right.
things like that. And then again, Alberto, Noir Kaiser Effects is going to be my guest in the next Toy Photo Bomb Best of the
Nice.
Month.
That's another must-watch show.
Yeah, probably around the 5th or no, that's Legion's Lounge. So it probably won't be until I don't know the 8th or something like that. But
That time.
subscribe to the
I
channel.
need to get one of your mouse pads. I got your calendar. I need a mouse pad. I'm probably one of the only guys left in America that uses a mouse. So I need to get on
use
your
a mouse
Etsy
pad,
and.
man, yeah.
No, we
Do you?
use mouse.
Oh, do you? Okay. Right on. Okay.
To be selected for critiquing, we at you at the photo bomb, right? Or we hashtag you.
No, at the tag his actual
Tag,
photo bomb.
okay.
Yeah.
You got tag toy photo bomb. Okay.
All right.
BOM for
Go
bomb.
Lions.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
Lions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you were
I guess.
talking about this show. Toy Photo Talk, Toy Photography Talk, Toy Photo Bomb. Yeah, Toy Photo Bomb. Yes, to submit. But again, make it your best stuff. Don't just tag everything, because
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure I'll tag one, nice turd in the toilet. Don't worry, I got it.
There you go.
Yeah, like those little scooters right there. Look at
Yeah,
that.
little scooter,
oh
right?
yeah.
No.
If you
Yeah.
guys like this kind of stuff, man,
Yeah.
I design and print all these kinds of things.
That's a blast. Love
That
that.
movable wheels. Come on, you can't beat that.
Dang.
Mhm.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
And
That's cool.
drop it. That's him
Engineer
drop
this
it.
guy.
Good quality stuff.
There you
Cool.
go, man. All right. With that being said, guys, let's get out of here. You guys have a great
Later,
night.
everybody.
Thank you all
See you
for
guys.
watching. We'll
See
see you
you
next
guys.
week.
Take
Hit that like
Thanks for
button.
watching.
Subscribe
great
if you're
night.
already subscribing. Have a great night, guys.
Deutsche Winkel.
Deutsche Winkel. Deutsche Winkel.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,